so I can see them on my computer. Just wait for some people to join. It'll take a minute for the notifications to get sent out. Right. Right, hello, the one person who's on. Someone's on. Mel, how you doing? Mel, that's not, I may have asked this before, was that Mel who you gave me your phone number at one of the meets? Or yeah, that's you, isn't it, Mel? Or is it not? If it is, well, I'm still planning to send you my number. I just haven't had a chance yet. It's been a weird time since I got back. I won't say any more on here, but yeah, hope you're good, mate. Yeah, I'm not too bad. My hands have been playing up. I think I've got either tendonitis or arthritis or carpal tunnel or something in my hands. Yeah. Oh, it is you. Yes, nice one, mate. I thought it was, mate. Yes, I have been. I will actually text you eventually. Yeah, I will actually text you eventually, so you've got my number. I have got yours. It's written on a piece of cardboard somewhere. Yeah, I'm glad you're good, mate. What have you been up to? As I say, I've got my hands have been playing up, so I haven't really been able to. Got home from the MOS meet. Came home. I think I was only back for about 3 weeks, and then I went out again. And during that 3 weeks, I was frantically making things, and I reckon I've done my hands in or something just, like a I don't know. I was somewhere down the line, I fucked my hands up. Now, so have you done the review on the crossbow yet? Which one was it? Which crossbow was it? If it's the Revo 7, I shall be able to get hold of one of those. The beginning of November. So next month. I can't remember. There was so much going on. I can't remember what we spoke about now. Oh, I remember some of the things we spoke about. What crossbow was it, man? I can't bloody remember now. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. I think if you're watching on a phone, if you double tap the screen, it will like it. No, it's been a weird few months since the MOS meet. I had so many plans, and then my hands are fucked. Well, Mel, I hope you recover from that soon, mate. Yeah, good luck with that. I hope they sort of sort it out and all that, and yeah, what they're removing something or something. Get well soon, mate. Let me get rid of this chewing gum. I've just been fucking eating. Yeah, hopefully. Mel said it was for Lee from the prep. Oh no, I'll tell you what he gave me. It was a funny thing, it's just here and I can't show you because it's under my laptop. What Lee gave me was a one of those collapsible shovel things. Yeah, collapsible shovel. Yeah, but no, I ain't even managed that yet because when I do the video, I want to do like a proper one where I can sort of cut things up, smash things up and that. But I can't till my hands are better. George, how you doing? Said, where are you at? I thought Europeans couldn't have those. I am in England. Yeah, so I knew what you meant. 14 people watching. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Yeah, shit. Fuck it. I'm risking my computer going off doing this. But this is what Lee gave me. I'm using it as a bloody box to hold my laptop up higher. That. folding collapsible shovel, but I ain't had a chance to do the review yet. As I mentioned, I want to do like a proper decent one, and yeah. So this is just the without all the handles added. So you put these handles on. And then that's the, let me tighten this up so it doesn't suddenly drop down on my hands. There you go. And it's pretty good, doesn't it? It's got a proper edge on, well, it's not quite an edge there, but you could make that into an edge. Yeah. Saw there. I don't know why they put bottle openers on these things. It always makes me laugh. Yeah. I'll put that away for now so I need the box to hold my computer up high enough so I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, I ain't had a proper look yet, but it seems very sturdy. But yeah, what I want to do like a full proper review of me going to the woods and you know, properly using it, digging, cutting stuff, and you know what I mean. But because my hands are bad at the minute, George said everything's a bottle opener if you're a real man. Yeah, exactly. Even your teeth can be. Yeah, just so happen to have that there because it's holding up my laptop because the comments are too small on it. All right, let me just plug my charger in. Yeah, don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Seems a weird one. There's like 17 people watching and 2 people commenting. By the way, if you are commenting and I'm not seeing it for some reason, I don't know how you're going to let me know, but Josh said I open bottles with more bottles. Yes, I've done that. Mel said, "Hope your hands get better soon." Cheers, mate. Yeah, I've got a doctor's appointment. Well, I have spoke. Hang on, let me rephrase that. I have filled out a form to hopefully get an appointment soon. Riggs, how you doing, mate? You right? What you been up to, Riggs? Been up to anything? I have been editing the Spyro files, folded some clothes, nearly watched a film and then decided not to bother, and I uploaded some shorts. That's all I've done today. Yeah. Lazy day. I didn't sleep very well last night either. Yeah, not too bad, Riggs. Hands still hurt. Hopefully that'll fuck off soon. The thing is, it's not getting better. That's the only real issue with my hands is they're not actually getting better. They're not getting worse though, but that's because I'm not doing anything. I don't know if I suddenly, you know, if I went in the shed tomorrow, will my hands then fucking kill for, you know, a week afterwards? Because at the minute they hurt, but because I'm not doing anything. They don't hurt too bad, sorry, because I'm not doing too much. Mel said I can't do much where I am, mate. Yeah, well, I hope all that goes well, Mel, and you're out and about soon. All of that kind of shit's right, boss. But the thing is, at least if you're having something done, it means they're stopping it or whatever. Mel said, is it carpal tunnel? It could be. I don't know yet. Someone reckon it could be carpal tunnel, might be arthritis, might be tendonitis. Number Sabu said, Mike, have you been watching the Ed Gein drama on Netflix? It's worth watching. You know what? I nearly watched that earlier. All right. What I might do is later on tonight, if I feel like it, I'll watch it tonight, or if not, I'll watch it tomorrow. Persia, how you doing, mate? You right? What have you been up to, mate? Don't lie, it's wanker's cramp. I fucking wish. I'd know what it was then. Yeah, I don't know. Fucking hurts though. Yeah, bizarre. Saying about that, let's take a tablet. What have you been up to, Persia? I'm having a night off drink tonight. I've been drinking too much lately. It's making me go a bit mental. I noticed I was getting a bit like pointlessly paranoid, if that makes sense. I always know if I'm drinking too much, and I start to get like paranoid for no reason. Yeah, Mel said, good to see you anyway. Yeah, nice to see you on. Nice to see you on. I'm glad you come on because, as I said, I will still text you so that you can, when you've done what you wanted to do, you can message me about it or call me. It would be, for me, it's always best to text me. If you ever want to call me, text me first and, you know, but I have got your number. Yeah. I have got it. Yeah, I've got the piece of card. In fact, I've got the piece of card and I've even got a picture of the card as well. But I've not done much this weekend, just work. It's flu season. I feel like shit. I managed to just avoid 2 colds, I think, or flus. Yeah, I've managed to avoid them. Just I don't know how I've done it, but I have. Because there was one going on at my house. Yeah. And then I thought I was getting one recently. 26 people watching. Don't forget to like the stream. Come and say hello. I've nearly finished the documentary, Persia. All I've got to do now is adjust the credits. There's a couple of credits I need to change. And do 2 little scenes that don't need to be done, but because Metallic, you know, spent time doing these scenes, I'll add them in anyway. They're like 2 1-minute scenes just to add in, and it's done. I can't wait. And then I'm working on a few other things, and we will have a Spider-Verse special at the end of the month. I think I'm going to do both. I'm going to do a Spider-Verse special on the Saturday and a Halloween special on the Friday, because Friday is actually Halloween night. Jumbo Sailor said, paranoia is a good thing to have, Mike. Better to be prepared and... Hang on. And it being a false alarm from being ambushed by something bad before you prepare. I know, that's totally. And that's why I'm always unprepared. But yeah, the problem is I notice if I drink too much, I start getting sort of paranoid for no reason though. Yeah. Dazzy boy, how you doing? And Ian Smith, how you doing? You right? So sounds good. Halloween beers on Saturday. Yes, we'll definitely do that. We'll definitely do Halloween beers on the Saturday. Yeah, well, that'd be Spider-Verse night, technically. So it'll be Spider-Verse beers. Yeah. Friday night. So Friday night is Halloween night. That will be Halloween special. Saturday night, Spider-Verse special. All new content. So yeah, we'll get pissed on. We get pissed on Saturday night for a Halloween Spyro special night. Lee, how you doing, mate? You right? Not too bad. Fucking hands up. Yeah, so we'll have like a double weekend. We'll have a doubler. That'd be good for you. So we'll definitely get pissed at on that Saturday. I'll have to ask people in a couple of days if they want to join in, because if they don't join in, I'm going to have to I've got a month to make a Halloween special myself. People do normally want to join in. People do normally send their stories. But the problem is, unless we've got a load of new people on, there ain't that many new stories anymore because they've told them. I'll do something there. I'll do something. Maybe I'll have to make something. Or we'll just do a fucking Halloween live stream where we'll dress up. I'll think of something though anyway. I'll do something. I'm pretty sure that's what we'll be doing. Yeah, Halloween is on Friday. So Saturday, let's do a fucking special. A Spider-Verse special, why not? Yeah. Yeah, Riggs, I'll watch that Ed Game thing. I nearly watched it today. What it was, I was trying to decide on a film. It was about 8 o'clock, and I had obviously an hour and a half before I needed to live stream. So I thought, I looked for an hour and a half film, put one on. 10 minutes into it, I realised there was a couple of actors in it that I couldn't stand, and I wasn't in the mood, so I turned it off. But by then, trying to find a film that was an hour and 20 minutes long was pretty much impossible. So I thought, fuck it, I might watch the the Ed Gain thing, but then I just fucking put a comedy thing on it. Person said, just do the usual SOS video about creepy stories. Had a lot new subs this year. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Because the thing is, as I always try and explain to people as well for the Halloween stuff, it don't necessarily have to be true stories. It could be just ghost stories. No, I don't think, hardly anyone ever tell. I want to hear some traditional ghost stories. Drop, Taylor, mate, you're right. He said, because of the video quality, the deer foot looks like it has a scope on it. Oh yeah, because of the knife above it. Yes, an evening you odd lot. Is it shit quality tonight? Is it? First, I started watching The Storyteller on Amazon Prime with a bear, and I remember it as a child. I don't know if I've seen that one. I don't know. Take care, Mel. Hope you're all good. Hope you whatever's going on, it sorts itself out or whatever, or the doctor sort it out. Take care. I've got your number. I will message you eventually. I promise you. I just take ages with these things, but I will. Take care, mate. See you later, Mel. Mel is one of the people I met at the Derby Preppers meet. Proper decent bloke. Take care, Mel. See you later, mate. Yeah, I might have seen The Storyteller, Persia. I might have. But, just so everyone knows, Metallic won't be on tonight. She's still got bad back and that, and yeah, I think she's just watching the TV, so she won't be about tonight. 34 people watching. Don't forget to like the stream. Come on and have a chat with me about anything you like. I'm just sat here relaxing because I'm in a bit of pain. We'll chat some bollocks. If I didn't, I don't know if I've said this, so 3 of the interviews for the Spyro documentary were about 6 minutes long each. So what I've done, I've shortened those down as much as I can to about 3 minutes each. But it's sort of, I still want to show them all in their full thing. So I've now created another fake TV show called Late Night Spyroverse Confessions. And I'll be the presenter. It's based on something I've seen as well. I'll be the presenter, and then I'll introduce the 3 people, and you can see their interviews, and it'll be like 25 minutes long. Steve, how you doing, mate? You right? Persia says, John Hurt series, Jim Henson Muppets based on old folks. That sounds fucking great. John Hurt, I fucking love John Hurt. He's got an amazing voice for things as well. Jock says, she says, I've been made a widower by Instagram. She sends me videos, a couple of videos a day on there. Tell Penny, I said, I appreciate the clips she sends me on Instagram. What you been up to, Steve? I'm having a night off drink tonight. I think I've drunk too many times lately. I might be back on it next weekend, but not tonight. I nearly fucking did. I nearly changed my mind at about 7 o'clock. I looked at the clock and thought, I've got time to run up the shop maybe. But now I won't. Hands are still fucked. Yeah, most of what I've been doing today is just editing, really. So if you want to chat bollocks about anything, anyone, just let me know. Pick a topic and we'll talk about it. What have I been doing? The only thing I haven't really been doing a lot. My brain has just been concentrating on trying not to make my hands worse, which means just doing things like editing and shorts videos. Because at least with shorts videos, I don't have to do a lot. Most of that you can edit straight on the phone. Yeah, I will do proper videos in a couple of days. It's just I thought, fuck it, I'll whack a load of shorts on in a whole entire series. The good thing with the shorts, they do bump your views up quite a lot. It's a weird one though, because it's like, I don't know if it still counts now, but at one point the thing that was most important was watch time, where you don't get hardly any watch time through YouTube, through shorts. Sorry, you get a lot of watch time through lives, but essentially not many views. So you get shitloads of watch time on live streams, but not many views. Like shorts are the other way. Fucking tons and tons and tons of views, but very little watch time because they're only 30 seconds long. Hello, bro-based cuz. Hey, that was a mouthful. Hey, yes, do you like the wall, do you? Yeah, it goes all the way along. Nathan 420 says, what's a gun that you would recommend for $300? Oh, I ain't got a fucking clue. A good one. A revolver. Depends what you want it for. Percio said, I made a prototype shepherd sling. Just got some adjustments to make for the pouch, but I'd recommend them for offcuts of leather. Oh, nice one. Nice one, Percio. Yes. Nice, that sounds good. Sorry, you sent me all them clips, and I think I was pissed at the time or extremely hungover. So like, I've only got like a vague memory of all that happening. It was like 5 days later, and I went, "Oh fuck!" Percio sent me those clips, didn't he? I got to go and get them, and then I couldn't remember where you sent me them. Where did you send me them? Actually, when yeah, well, pissed. I was definitely like quite out of it because I could barely remember it coming through. Where did you send? I was on Facebook. You sent me them. I'm just trying to remember because obviously, because I wasn't at home, I haven't downloaded them yet. I think I have now. Okay, yeah, they're still on there, aren't they? I'll get them in a couple of days. No, I think I did. I think I got them the other night. I don't know. It's a fucking. Yeah, I don't know where it came from. My brain. I was thinking about the mask, and my brain went, "Fuck!" Thursday sent me them clips, and I haven't done anything with them. Yeah, I'm getting well into the Spyroverse stuff. I always am well into the Spyroverse stuff, but it's just there are times when there's other stuff to do. You know what I mean? Because it does consume my life a bit. But like this is like the ideal time for it to be consuming me because it's easier to do. But if you want to use them, it's good. If not, it was just 2 minutes of my life. All right, fair enough. Mate. Yeah. No, I'll use them. I'll find someone to use them, mate. Don't worry about that. I do not waste content unless it's absolutely fucked. No good, like someone you used to know who used to send me shooting competitions where he'd shoot through the bush and miss everything. I'd still use that even. I made a clip of him getting dunked under the water today where the person kept bringing him up, putting it down, bringing it up, putting it down, and then it was too big to put on Discord, so I just deleted it. Oh god, that was a waste of that was 10 minutes wasted of my life, but I found it funny. Why did I make the video? Because there's a video on his channel of him being baptized. The Drop said he does a great stand-up comedy. That he certainly does. Why did I delete it? Because I couldn't be asked to do it again to make it smaller. I suppose I could probably send. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I'll just send it to you so you can see it. It's not completely gone. It'll just be in my what to call it, recycle bin. Yeah. What have you been up to? Dropped? Been up to much? I haven't. I've told you all of what I've done today. My hands are hurting now for some reason. They weren't hurting earlier. No. I am insulted, remotely aroused. I don't know what it was. I've tried to put it on Discord, and I just went, okay, fuck you then. If you go on Discord, I'm getting rid of it. Oh god. I'll send you it. I'll send you it later. If I remember. Yeah, I reckon I'll start watching that Ed Game thing. Maybe I'll wait until Metallic can watch it with me. Or at least watch it at the same time, if you know what I mean. Not watch it with me, but yeah. So I said, mowed the backyard. That's a bit. So, you're talking about that porch. That looked in the pictures like that was a big fuck off pit. But it's not a pit, is it? That's like block work, isn't it? Coming up. Yeah, that was very confusing. Very confusing, that was. Or is it a bit of both? Is it underground and over the ground? But yeah, from your first initial pictures, it looked like that was a pit. It's not, is it? What else have I done today? I watched the interview with the vampire show on Netflix. Oh, that's the new one, isn't it? Or whatever. Yeah, Metallic's watched that. She quite liked that. I think I watched a couple of episodes with her, but I think she enjoyed it so much she didn't want me to watch it with her, if that makes sense. Yeah, she just... Well, it wasn't that she didn't want me to watch it with her. She just wanted to watch it, so she just, I don't think she wanted to wait for me. That fucking Dracula... You know the other Dracula thing? Dracula, the BBC Dracula thing? That was fucking excellent, that was. Yeah. I was surprised how good that was. But I had seen clips of it and thought, wow, that's a really good concept. The concept of Dracula waking up in modern times are fucking excellent. That's such a good fucking concept. Yeah. And he didn't cop out on it either. A said, you got a Desert Eagle. No, I don't. I did have a blank throwing Desert Eagle once, but I don't now. Depends. Yeah, fucking proper decent, isn't it? I really enjoyed that. It was you who recommended that. So I'd wanted to watch it for ages anyway, because I'd seen just randomly, I was turning the telly over and I saw the bit. I must have seen the beginning of one of the episodes where he wakes up under the water, or the end of an episode where he wakes up under the water, comes on the beach, and then you're expecting it to be like olden days, and then suddenly a helicopter comes in, and I was like, fucking hell, that looks excellent. And then I didn't watch it for like 3 years. The Drop said, do you feel the same way about the lady in that as you do about the lady in Outlander? Or in no, I don't. No, I don't. No, why? The lady in no, why do you? No, it's weird. No, so the lady in like the main nun. No, I quite like her, but that's because I've seen her in quite a few. She's in quite a few English comedy programs with a lot of my favourite comedians. So you'll see her in Noel Fielding's. I can't remember what it's called. What's Noel Fielding's show called? The one he had on Channel 4. Noel Fielding's. He had his own comedy program, but she was on that. Yeah, she's actually quite funny. She does quite a few comedy roles. Have I seen Dracula 2000? I have not, mate. No. The bit where he says the living room is fantastic and the woman says it's a guitar. No, not the Mighty Bush. It's Noel Fielding's own show. It's his own one. Not, yeah. Julian Barrett's not in it. No, not the Mighty Bush. I keep thinking it's Noel Fielding's Fantasy something. Or something like that. Spacey, how you doing, mate? You right? Ryan Williams says he's a police officer. Good for you. A police offer man. Is that what it said? I'm going to look up Noel Fielding's luxury comedy. That's what it's called. Noel Fielding's luxury comedy. She's in that. She plays quite a few roles in that. If you've never seen Noel Fielding's luxury comedy, go watch that. It's fucking excellent. It's a fucking great show. Yeah. Noel Fielding's luxury comedy. I highly recommend that. That should be on all four. Yeah. I didn't need to look it up in the end. I knew it would come to me eventually. Yeah. Noel Fielding's luxury comedy. And I think it's got... who else is in it? I can't remember if it's got... Who else is in it? But there's a few sort of comedians that you would see, in things like the Mighty Bush and that. Ryan said, "Are my guns registered?" None of my guns need registering because they're all BB guns, airsoft, and all stuff like that don't need registering. Tom Meaton, yes, nice one, Lee. Yes, Lee, have you ever seen Tom Meaton in The Ghoul? That's a fucking good. That's a good film. That's a detective film, The Ghoul. I'll show you something else that Tom Meaton's in. Right, I don't think many people have ever seen this. Pretty much all the people I just mentioned are in this. So this is R, right? We Are Not Men. R. And that has Julian Barrett, Noel Fielding, Lucy Honnigan, Tom Meaton, Julian Rind-Tutt, and Toya Wilcox. Fucking hilarious. It's amazing. Basically, in the whole entire film of R, no one speaks any language because... Sorry. One of my fucking boxer shorts. All of the characters are like human apes. So they act like apes, but they look like humans. So imagine just apes that look like men and dress. They get, you know, they're dressed, but it's fucking amazing. So bizarre. Yeah. Hard on, how you doing, mate? You right? Spacey said, new video just put up of a Funko one, but used 4 new colour books for background. Heard you mention Spyroverse while sorting out my coffee. Ordered a 22-piece Spyro set with the other book. Nice. Don't let yourself get a crinkle cut cockray, mate. I'll have to get you involved in some of the Spyroverse stuff eventually. Well, you know, we'll sort something out. Fastball, how you doing? So I've seen your recent shorts. I think you guys should adopt baseball, softball. Adult leagues are popular here. It would give you a proper reason to have that. Yes, exactly. Very good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea, mate. I like that. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Yeah, check that out. It's an 18 for good reasons. Yeah, it's fucking hilarious. I don't know many people who have seen it, and it is made by Steve Oram, who stars in it as well. Ray Duke said you have more weapons than the Bosnian army. Yeah, look. Still going. Yeah, we'll definitely get you involved in the Spyroverse eventually, Spacey. I've done all the content I need for the documentary. Series 2, episode 1, I'm going to do all that pretty much on my own, I think, but I might be able to get some people joining in. But yeah, I'll have plans for other people soon. What you lot been up to anyway? But yeah, what dropped? What made you say about that woman? Do you not like her yourself then? Does she irritate you? No, I don't mind her. She don't bother me. Lee, like the song is never enough. Yeah, totally, right, totally. You know me so well. Drop said, can't wait till it's not a wall anymore and just pan around the whole room. I could add bits on. Turn it into a whole wall. Rob, how you doing, mate? You right? How are you? Yeah, if we wait till the documentary comes out, Spacey, and then you'll know all about the crinkle cut cocks and stuff like that. Spacey said, tackling Storm Amy so I could have more of those crab and craig cakes. Nice. Drops it. I never liked a character that knows everything, like she's read the script, you know. And that one, no, that's fair enough. Yeah, I get that. Yeah. The actress I don't mind, and the character I didn't really think about that too much like that. But yeah, I get you now. Yeah, that could make sense. Black Try Wildlife, how you doing? Just $1. Are you going to donate $1? I hope you do. Thank you if you do, mate. Rob Flower said, are you still making payments for the cost? I am, but the problem is I've got something wrong with my hands at the minute, so I can't really do anything. But yeah, when I can get round to them, yeah. Fastball said, I'm working on a documentary myself. I'm not experienced in editing, though. It's going to be a task. Yeah, editing's probably the longest process of all of it. My only advice on that is edit on your own. If you have to edit with someone else, it can become highly stressful. but you know, it is what it is. I quite like editing. If I ever actually made like a proper film, I couldn't have someone else edit it because I would feel like it wasn't my film. Then I'd have to edit it myself. Spaces, I only watched a little bit of the video explaining the files. Wait till the new one comes out. It'll explain it all. Hello, Penny, by the way. You're right. Thank you for the link shares. Rob said, hope your hands get better soon. Thank you, Rob. But yeah, I will be making bayonets as soon as I can. At the minute, my hands ain't getting any better. I don't know if I've got tendonitis or... Could be tendonitis. It could be... I don't know. Arthritis. Could be carpal tunnel. Yeah. The Space Cadet, if you can't get on with the documentary, just watch the Spyro Files instead. It's just all it is the documentary it's a comedy. It's a comedy documentary. It's a mockumentary. It just explains it all so you know what's going on, so it makes sense. Fastball said, any recommendations for editing software? Right, so I would recommend the one that I use, but they've done something weird, and I don't know if it's going to change or not, but the latest update for it, if you buy it on that update, it won't let you buy a lifetime license, and you have to keep buying a monthly one. So I wouldn't recommend it, sadly, because I don't think people should have to pay that. You should be allowed to pay a one-off thing if you want to, and that's enough. I use Wondershare Filmora or Filmora Wondershare, proper decent editor, but yeah, if you get the version 14 of it, it's just weird. So if you get version 14 of it, it will only update if you keep paying for it. So I don't know, can't really, yeah. Hello, Nightbot. That's not the real Nightbot though, because the real Nightbot has a spanner and a tick next to it. I thought you was the real Nightbot for a second then. But hello, fake Nightbot. How are you? Glad you're good. So yeah, don't forget to like the stream, everyone. 16 people watching. I wondered if there'd be a lot on tonight. Sometimes if you do shorts on it. Shorts in the day, in the evening, when you do a live stream, sometimes you get a lot of views, but evidently not tonight. So what you lot been up to then? What would you like to talk about? So yeah, Fastball, sadly I don't want to recommend Filmora Wondershare because at the minute I think it's a rip-off. But it's a fucking good editor, really good editor. You can do anything on it, all the things you'd need to. I do a lot of green screen stuff on there and like tracking of body parts and stuff like that. And yeah, but you know, if I bought a lifetime license on it like 3 years ago, so I don't need, I might as well just keep updating now. I would recommend Filmora Wondershare if you can have a look online, see if you can get a version that isn't version 14 and check that it will keep updating without you having to pay. Buy the one-off license, which is, I think it's like 70 quid, but then you have it forever. Because otherwise what you're doing, you're paying something like 50 quid a year. You pay 20 quid more and you get it forever and never have to keep doing that. Spacey said, got a spooky mask. I got a new one. Yeah, I got a few spooky masks. I got Desmond masks. Yeah. Spacey, do you want to join in on a Halloween special? So what we'll do, I'll get everyone to make some videos. You can tell a ghost story, you can do a spooky story, you can tell a real ghost story. And then I'll put them on in one long video on the live stream, essentially. Lee said, I just happened upon this one. YouTube notifications. Yeah, it takes the piss, Lee, doesn't it? Takes the piss. And it's a shame, It almost makes a lot of this completely pointless. I don't know. The whole thing, like, even subscriptions, people being subscribed on YouTube is pointless. I think I have 47,000 subscribers. I think over 80% of my views are not from subscribers. So, yeah. Hold on, said, been working on the house, had a little bit of free time to practice bow and crossbow. Nice, that sounds good. It's always nice to get out and have a little shoot. When Steve was round here, I had a little shoot. Thank you, Space. Yeah, 47.7k. Yeah, 80% of my views come from non-subscribers. Shame, isn't it? Because people obviously subscribe to want to watch your stuff, but then YouTube don't send it them. It just defeats the purpose of having subscriptions, doesn't it? Especially I got a neon skull mask in purple. Nice, that sounds good. Yeah, I got most of the masks I've got apart from the Desmond mask haven't been painted though. They come white and you can paint them. Or you can have them white. There's nothing, you know. White I suppose looks like what do you call it? Bone. Percy, how you doing, mate? Yes. And he said, well, WC, I won't be entering the Halloween video this year. Last one put me on the naughty steps for 3 months. Thanks, sake, yes. Oh, gosh, that was hilarious. But yes, fuck's sake. I can't believe that happened. Because you had it as private on your channel, wasn't it? Goes to show they check private videos as well. Fastball, or whatever, unlisted. Fastball said, I live next to a college that was used as a hospital during the American Civil War. People say that school is haunted. Well, Fastball, if you're up for it and you want to become a regular, feel free to do a story on that and send me it. What I do, the easiest way to do it, and I'll explain this in the video if anyone's interested. Every year I do a Halloween special where it's all just loads of stories from different people, and I'll add some. And sometimes we'll have like 2-hour video, we have a live chat with it, and it's all content sent in by other people. Yeah, it's really good, really good. And what you do, you just make a video, upload it to YouTube unlisted, send me the link, and then I download it, and then make it into one long video. And we've had like people do Halloween-based music, ghost stories, book readings, like horror, poetry kind of stuff, everything. It's really good. It's really good. Because it's all like loads of different content. There's none of it's like the next bit. They said you need a naked thumbnail to get something. I think so. Oh, yeah, not of me, though. I'll have even less people watching then. Person algorithm must have picked up on that German kisses symbol. I reckon so. I reckon so. So. Fucking nightmare, isn't it? The thing is, though, that shouldn't be like something to get you in trouble for, should it? Really? But anyway, that's a different story. Oh well. Yeah, what I'll do in a couple of days. I'll ask people for content for the Spyro special, not Spyro special. Sorry, the Halloween special, and then we'll see what we can do. But I'll do one anyway. So let's say hardly anyone can't join in. I'll just do something myself. I can do a horror video for us all. I think of something. Chris, how you doing, mate? He said you moved your seat. Yeah, I thought I'd sit on the sofa. I'm streaming on my phone tonight vertically. Sometimes the phone vertical ones get like, I don't know, I've had like, I think 126 viewers at once on one of these, on these vertical ones. But yeah, I'm not too bad. My hands are hurting, but yeah. Percy said it was pure comedy, but YouTube put me in a rehabilitation course for hate speech. So, few woke kids spoiling fun for, well, exactly. But yeah, so look out for that. The end of the month, we'll have a Halloween special on Friday, which is Halloween night, and then Saturday we'll do a Spyroverse special. So you're getting a fucking wicked fucking themed Halloween weekend at the end of the month. Chris said, I thought I was stoned. You can see your spirit there. Shadow, probably the shadow, isn't it? Yeah. Or do you mean stash? You mean dash or stash? Yes. Fuck's sake. Yeah, this is quite a bit closer. Oh god. Yeah, no, I thought after a while I thought no, he means that, not that. Oh, God's sake. Weird, man, to fucking hurt him more now. See my weapon, can you? Hang on. Oh, right. Yeah, that's what you've lot been up to. The ones that I haven't already asked that 100 times today. I haven't been doing a lot today. But I've just been editing stuff. Fastball said, I also live near a former insane asylum that was converted into a winery. They have haunted tours around this time of the year. I'll have to get some videos. Yeah, that would be good. Get some videos. Yeah. If you want to join in, because I've had people do like ghost hunting videos sent in. I've had, even if it's not like, I can't remember what their name was, but it was a bloke who used to join in and he used to do like ghost hunting stuff, and he sent me in pictures. So all he did, he sent me in pictures and some writing, and I just made that into a video. So it's still really interesting. Yeah. I'm all by myself. I'm always all by myself. But yeah, if anybody wants to join in the Halloween special, please do. I'll let you know how to do it properly soon in a video. Person has been metal detecting today. Found a 1925 silver queen. No, a 925 silver Queen Victoria sixpence from 1863. Nice. That's decent, isn't it? What's the best thing you'd say you ever found, Percy? Never been metal detecting. Tempted. I know where there's a load of coins somewhere. They're all foreign coins, but I think it'd be quite fun to go with like the kids and do some metal detecting. Don't tell them I know where these coins are. Let them, find them, and there'll be a big pile of them. They're all foreign coins because they basically, I know someone who nicked a charity box from a bank. Not then when they got it to the fucking woods, they realised it was all foreign coins. So they basically just tipped them all on the floor in a load of it was in a place where no one goes, all in a load of ivy. So yeah, they're probably still there now, and they've probably gradually been covered up over years, because you wouldn't have seen them anyway because they were sort of covered up by ivy. Just buried, just stashed it, sort of. But I know where they are, and I think that'd be quite good fun to go and let the kids dig them up. Spacey said the local shop that closed was selling a load of metal wall grids, 15 quid each. Had 7, would have done a room nice if I had the room. Yeah, that sounds good. Sounds good. Just said buried, just stashed it. Percy said perfect condition silver coin from Emperor Hadrian, 117 AD. Fucking hell, yeah, that's mental. That's amazing. Yeah. Fastball said they made a solid black line in the sky that stretches for miles. What's that, Fastball? I don't know if you've if something's been missed there. Oh, sorry. No, I don't know. What did that, Fastball? What made a solid black line in the sky that stretches for miles? Yeah, we was gutted when we found out them coins were foreign. I think we took some of like the more unusual looking ones, but most of them they just dumped on the floor in the woods. And as I say, it was somewhere in the woods where no one would normally go. It's off the paths, and it's all like heavily ivied up. We've got a cheap metal detector in the shed. Well, I think we have. I think it's me, twin brothers. But yeah, never used one. Never used one. Yeah. Come on, say something to me. Fastballs and I said, too bad the bats aren't migrating yet. That would make some good B-roll. Yes, sorry, I did not see that. Yes, it would. Yeah, please join in. Please join in. That'd be excellent. Lee said I got loads of foreign coins. Pull them out of Asda coin machine every time I go there. Nice. Yeah, I quite like the foreign coins. They're interesting to look at. You know, foreign coins are just quite interesting to look at because they're often highly unusual compared to ours. No. Drop said, did you end up getting enough source material for everyone for the Spyro thing? Yes, yeah, that's done pretty much. Dropped. It's 50 minutes long. Might be like 52 minutes. All I got to do, it's pretty much done. It would be ready to go right now. But Metallic had done 2 more little scenes for me, which I was going to keep in case I needed them. But I'm going to put them in anyway because she did them. Yeah, it's decent, yeah. But I don't know if you heard me say earlier, 3 of the stories were very long. Well, they weren't very long, but what I needed was stories about 3 minutes long. So what I've done is the 3 long ones, they're going to be on a separate thing. Yeah, they're going to be on their own separate thing. So that's Penny's full interview, Peach's full interview, and Tom's full interview. They're going to be, the full interviews are going to be on something called Late Night Spyroverse Confessions, where I'm the host of some late night fucking host thing. That's all right, Peach. So I've cut it down. I've cut yours down to 3 minutes, Peach, but there's the 5.5 minute version, which is going to go on something else. Because I thought, if you did it, it's worth going on something longer. And there's just more content, isn't it? But yeah, no, I've got plenty. Yeah, it's 50 minutes long right now. Percy said, depends on how old they are. Could have silver content. Silver is going crazy at the moment, up 43% this year. How you doing, Peach? You did damn nearly an hour. That's perfect time. An hour is just about right. Pete said, my story was a load of waffle. Lol. Well, the one in the episode, Peach, I've cut out all of the waffle. And it's like 3 minutes long, and it's just all of the stuff. Penny's one, I've cut it down to 3 minutes, and Tom's I cut down to 3 minutes because all of those was about 5-6 minutes long, which is fine. But it meant when that was in the middle, it's like got a 3 minute section, 3 minute section, a 3 minute section, then a half an hour section, and it was longer than that. So I had to cut it down as much as I could, so it fit better. You know what I mean? So as he said, a lot of old Roman sites near me. Drop said it's all waffle, Pete. That's why editing takes so long. Yeah, exactly. Pete said, whatever one you sent to me was long enough. I sent you the short version. I can't remember. Lee said, have to go, bud. Meds o'clock, so night. Take care, Lee. Nice having you on, mate. I might take some more in a minute. I might take some paracetamol in a minute. Yeah, take care, Lee. Have a good evening, mate. But yeah, it's all good. It's just, I don't... If the stories are longer than what I needed, that's fine. I'll still use them in their full content. You know what I mean? Because I feel like they should be used in their full, in their entirety. And I will. And it gives me another opportunity to do a completely different thing. So now there's a fake TV show called Late Night Spyroverse Confessions. And I'm going to pretend like it's a real show that comes out weekly. Maybe it could be. Chris said, have you tried codeine? No, I haven't, mate. I ain't got anything else. I've only got paracetamol and ibuprofen. But I probably could get some codeine. Yeah, I'll see. Maybe I'll have to go to the shop and get some. Thank you, Chris. Percy said, silver and gold are going crazy because paper currency is failing. Silver is in a high demand for industry, such as solar panels and solid-state batteries. Invest in precious metals now. Yeah. So I don't have any. I've got fucking 16. I've got 1 troy ounce of silver, and that's it. Peach, where did that come from? Got sent this recently. Quite a nice little touch. Yes, cut lover, yes. Mr. A said, okay, so here's a scenario. You have to fight the Ukraine war, best pistol as a soldier. Fuck knows. The one I can get my hands on and the most ammo. There you go. Whichever one I can get my hands on and has the most ammo. And recoverable ammo. Drop said, I invested in Beanie Baby, so I'm all set. How about 1911 versus a Glock versus a revolver versus Mark IV suppressor? Oh, fuck knows. Whatever the most ammo hangs about. Glock 19 maybe, I don't know. Hard on, I said, just taking painkillers myself. Hard to type with the pain, but we'll definitely be listening. Yeah, I hope your pain fucks off as well, mate. Personally, I've got nearly 50 ounces of silver in my stack so far. Now at 35 quid an ounce. This is going to be the biggest bull run in history. Yeah, I remember when it was I think when I got that 1 tri-ounce of cutlery lover, it was 14 quid at that point. 14 quid a tri-ounce, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I've even got some fucking paracetamol near me, so I don't even have to get up. Fastball said people in the US have started pushing something called gold backs. Now bills that have 3D printed gold. Nice. Gold is very expensive though, and even like a little thing as big as like your little finger now. And no, I've not tried GABA. No, I don't even know what that is, Chris. Don't think I even know what that is. I've heard of it though, but I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking something else. Right. No, I haven't tried that. Hold on, it says, thanks, Pain's been like this 8 years now, but I live in 8. Yeah, bastard, isn't it? Prices, I've got a nice collection of gold backs. They're beautiful. Yeah, I've never had enough money to collect silver or gold. Hold on, I said gamma amino butyric acid. Okay, yeah, gamma pentin I've heard of. I've heard of that, but no, I'm just using what I've got at the minute. It's just over the counter shit. I never thought maybe I ought to get hold of some codeine. Can you buy that freely through the shops? Codeine. I'll see what happens. I should see a doctor soon. Yeah. I filled out the form on Friday, so I'm assuming Saturday or Sunday I ain't going to get nothing. Maybe I'll hear Monday. Chris is only in tiny amounts. All right. Yeah. Anybody got any plans for tomorrow? It's over the counter, is it? Fastball said it is regulated here. I don't know about your country. Hold on, said only the cocodamol's over the counter, not the stronger stuff. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, well, I'll see what the doctor said. They might recommend me something strong. I don't know. Who knows? I got a feeling they're going to say leave it and see what happens, and yeah. Percy said a bag of shopping in the supermarket is now 35 quid, same as an ounce of silver. It's easy, WC, 1 ounce a week. Oh, yeah, good point. Drop says, doctors, second my head, gonna ask questions and tell you you're fucked on your bike. Well, that's pretty much. Pretty much. Kado said, nice airsoft guns, thank you. Only some of them are, but yes. Glad you like them. Have I blocked the words "Are those guns real"? Because no one says that anymore. I can want to block that. Someone try and write "Are those guns real" and see what happens. Yeah, this torch has got like different coloured lights. I don't understand why they do though. What's the point in having all these multicoloured lights on a torch? What benefit do you get out of that? I know you can have different lights, but I just can't see the point in it. Chris said, "Walk in with crooked finger in agony." Yes, I will. Kato said, "Did you pay your council tax yet?" Yes. I don't know. It gets paid when it gets paid. I don't pay it. It's not my responsibility. Chris said, no, read that. Percy said, "Are those guns real?" Maybe it does work then. Dot said, "Are those guns real?" Kirk's wife said, "Is fair game now. Has just sung the praises, lost the debate by long shots." Okay, nice. Can you send us a link to Kirk's cards? Fucking hell. Send me a link to my email to Kirk's wife on Brazers, and I'll tell you what we'll rate her 10 out of 10. Fastball said, "Are carjackings a problem in your country?" I don't think, not really, no. Not like they're in America, because, you know. So I just realised what he was talking about. I've only just realised what he was talking about. Fucking hell. Christ. Well, we'll end that there. Fucking Christ. Oh, God. I said how naive I can be sometimes. Yes, exactly. Drop no politics. But I thought he was on about his mate called Kirk. Oh, God. Oh, well. Fucking Christ. Leave me alone, man. My hands hurt. Chris, I'll be back in a minute. Top Hat Man, how you doing? Good evening, Mike. Long time no see. Looking well. I ain't too bad, mate. I'm not too bad. My hands, I've got something wrong with my hands, though. I don't know if I've got tendonitis or carpal tunnel or arthritis or some shit. Yeah. Fucking, they're hurting quite a lot tonight. It's weird. They hurt more when I'm not doing stuff for some reason. Oh. But then, I don't know. I can't work out when they hurt, when they don't. Because when I'm on the computer and I'm only using one hand on the mouse, this hand seems fine. And then when I'm sat doing nothing, they both hurt. Maybe you just don't notice it all the time. I don't know. Anyway, how you doing, mate? You all right? Sometimes it's the masturbation, surely. I don't think so, because if it was, I would have had that since about the age of 14, wouldn't I? So this has only just come on, like, you know, about 6 months ago. I would have experienced this years and years and years and years ago. Oh God! Spacey said, "I met a white woman from there one time." Oh, what, South Africa? He said the carjacking's quite nasty in South Africa. Fastball, just remember the story from Brazil where people were attaching lawnmower blades to garage springs under the car to prevent jackings. Yeah. Thing is, see, like carjackings over here, the majority of the time someone's going to have a knife. If you're in a car, you just drive off, or drive like this is the carjacker. It's harder to get a knife through metal and glass than a bullet. But yeah, I'm not saying there ain't guns over here, because there are. Daniel Kelly said, "FBI warning." Nice. Thank you for warning me about the FBI. That's Wanker's Grant, yes. As I said, I think it was Wanker's. If it was Wanker's Grant, I wouldn't be coming on just now, would it? Oh, Christ. How you doing, Daniel Kelly, anyway? Top Hat Man said, "Quite good legal-wise as well. Bit of the old feared for my life panic in the moment, etc." Fuck's sake, mate. Last said the cops were the ones doing it. They didn't want the criminals running away. Fucking hell. Drop said if it was from wanking, he'd have elbow problems. I have shoulder problems, which I already do. I already do have shoulder problems. You do know I only have one leg, don't you? Percy said, "How's the leg?" She's not good at the minute. Her back's fucked. So she's just laid up at the minute, trying to recover. Her back went the other day. I did say maybe I could go back over there if it can't do it, but she'll be all right. But she's a bit fucked. She's all right, apart from her back being fucked. She won't be on tonight. That don't work either. I thought maybe if I cracked my fucking fingers, that actually was making it worse. Carries on doing it. Ooh, no, that wasn't good. Ooh. Yeah, it's done her back in. Did absolute agony at the minute. Yeah, I just never did that now. Oh God. But yeah, I was round there recently. I helped her get set up so she could get her kayak out on the water so that she could scatter her brother's ashes, which she's been planning to do for like 6 years. So she finally got to do that. And it was me, and two of her sisters, and one of her sisters' husbands come out, and yeah. It was a bit sort of. I was more worried leading up to it because I didn't know what to expect, because potentially I was going to have to drag her in on a rope if it came to it. So we tied some paracord onto her kayak as she went out, because it was in a sort of part that was leading out to the sea. So there was a fear that she might get washed out to sea. But we had everything planned, and it was a nice calm day, and she could just sit there, and she only moved around a little bit and done it all, and it was great. Yeah. Well, Gobstopper said, "What was the name of that film again, please? Spelling too." I don't know what film. That was ages ago. This one. A-H. Okay. Okay. Was that the one? Was that the one you wanted to know? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 A's, and then an H, and then a exclamation mark. Just look. The easiest thing to do is look up Steve Oram. That's who made it. Steve Oram. And look up either his Wikipedia or his IMDb page. Fastball said, "How much crap would you get into your country for making a potato gun?" No, that'd be all right. That would be all right. There's a lot of myths in this country that you can't have guns, which you can. People think you can't have any knives, which you can. Potato guns are right. Gobstopper said, "Cheers, I was stoned. It just popped back in my head." So I couldn't tell I didn't know if he was pissing around or not, Gobstopper. So hang on, I'll write it for you if you want. Hang on, where's my mouse? Did I say 8 or did I say? But yeah, watch. I'll tell you what, well worth watching. It's fucking amazing. Thank you, Douglas. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that, mate. I'm glad you're enjoying the live stream. Top Hat Man said, "Is this when we're getting us laughed at for posting a water bottle and self-defense such a piss off?" It's got to be done. It's got to be done. Yeah, I know. I'm contributing to the myth. We can't have anything, but thing is, we can have a lot of stuff at home as well. But if you're gonna carry anything, it's got to have a legal, legitimate reason. Yeah, check it out, Gobstopper. It's fucking weird as fuck. And I'm pretty sure you might get to see Ty Wilcox's breasts as well. Do you want me to read you the description of it? So, this is one of the reviews. This film is so joyous it makes you want to pour an entire bottle of vodka on your crotch. One of the most unusual, blackly comic, and ultimately disturbing British films in years. Just don't watch it after you've had your dinner. Right? And he said, how about I don't like people? You know, I know the feeling, Penny. In a primate-like society, a roaming alpha male and his beta head into town to make a move to take over. They hook up with a rebellious female and a deadly feud is ignited between the two tribes. Using entirely a language of grunts and gibberish, Steve Orum's debut feature is a celluloid primal scream, an anarchic, hilariously disturbing and touching look at the human condition like nothing you've seen before. This film, Penny. It's fucking great. It's very bizarre. It's basically about some blokes who basically act like apes. And they don't, well, everyone does. Everyone in the film, there's no talking in it at all. Don't expect any words. It's just humans acting like apes in society, I suppose. That's like a reverse Planet of the Apes. So instead of apes acting like humans, it's humans acting like apes. Yeah. Imagine a reverse comedy version of Planet of the Apes. Yes. Planet of the Man, it should be, yeah. Follow up to Planet of the Apes. Well, it's Planet of the Man. It's called Planet of the Man, and it's men acting like apes. John said, don't put too many A's in while searching or you get the porn version. That's an 18, mate. You see everything in that pretty much. One of the funniest scenes in it. I want Gobstopper to watch it, come back next week and tell us the highlights. There's a couple of amazing bits in that. So funny. So unexpected. Black comedy, just my cuppa. Cheers. Yeah, you'll like it, Gobstopper. It's a good film. It's a good film. Well, good fun. It's very bizarre. I was just looking up there because that's where my other comedies are. I don't think I've got anything else like that. No, I don't have anything like that. It's a very bizarre film. But it's got all of like the classic English comedians, Noel Fielding, Julian Barrett, Tom Meaton. Yeah, you'll recognise some of the others. And Ty Wilcox. Have you not seen any good films lately? I can't remember watching anything good lately. I think the only film I remember watching is Melancholia, which was that's a Lars von Trier film. I'd watch anything by Lars von Trier anyway. But some of his are a bit hit and miss, you know. Some of his films are very, very weird. Some are, like Melancholia is reasonably straightforward. What have you been up to, Penny? 28 years later. So we won't spoil it. You're all right, Douglas. It's just problem is sometimes when you do certain topics, the stream goes a bit sort of mad with certain shit. But you're all good. You're good. I liked 28 years later. A lot of people didn't. I actually thought 28 years later is the best one out of all of them, personally. I think it's better than the original. When is Cillian Murphy coming back in? He's supposed to be back in it soon, isn't he? Is he going to be in the next one? Gobstopper said The Man Who Fell to Earth was a mint film. Is that David Bowie? That's David Bowie, isn't it? David Bowie, the man who invented the Bowie knife. Did you know that? Yeah. It was David Bowie invented these. not an American. Yeah, David Bowie knife. The David Bowie knife. Top Hat Man said, all the stuff's crap, honestly. Too much action and unfunny puns and weight push. The best of classics, your Terminators. They're like the rest, could list them all night. Yes. Yeah, Fanny just shut it on. The David Bowie knife, yes. I need to do is a review of a Bowie knife with some David Bowie music in the background. Yes, there's a shot to come soon. That is a Bowie knife, and you know it. Oh, God. Penny, I'm glad you like Jodie Comer. Yeah, she's good, isn't she? Yeah, Jodie Comer's a fucking great actress. Fastball said, haven't seen that, but if you get a laugh out of shit movies, give Hellacious Acres a try. So bad, I couldn't stop laughing. Nice. Yeah, I do like them kind of films. Top Hat Man said, 28 years later was the first of 3 episodes in the series. Yes. Yeah, I've heard Cillian Murphy's going to be back in it eventually. I just didn't know whether he was going to be in the second one or the last one. And he said, one of my many future ex-wives. Yeah, good though, isn't she? Assassin said, nice airsoft gun collection behind you. Thank you. There's only a few airsofts up there. Is it wives or not? I don't know. What is that? I don't know what that is. Penny, is that supposed to be wives or is it? What is WICES? Don't know. You could have meant ex-wives. Could have meant ex-wives. Oh, it's wives. Okay, now we're just confusing each other here now. We're just getting confused now. That's all good, Penny. Yes. The only problem with this knife, I quite like it, but the handle is a little bit small for the size of the blade. Yeah. So I made that knife, and I made the sheath. Fucking hands it. Andre said, how much does it cost? How much does the background cost? I don't know. I don't know. Do you want me to quickly try and add it up? 30 Days a Night was pretty good. Yeah, Douglas, I quite like that. Let me add it up for you quickly. How much it would cost if I bought this stuff now? All right. I don't know. There's a good few. There's probably about, I don't know. Thing is, that gun there and that sword up there are probably worth 600 quid each. So yeah, that gun just there and the sword right at the top are probably worth at least 600 quid each, just for them 2 things. But that can't legally be sold until it's been deactivated to a current spec. I don't know. There's a couple of £1,000 up there easily. 3-4 grand just up there, but that's not all of the stuff I've got. That's like hardly any of it. Top Man said, Mike, thoughts on the meat tenderizer for the fists? Obviously a bit tricky to say I'm on my way to the tenderize some meat. I reckon if you got caught with one of them, they'd claim it's a knuckle duster and do you. Because you can hold it like a knuckle duster and use it like a knuckle duster. Benny said the flag was expensive, yes. Jot said, the TV is usually on all day here, and it happens to be on the horror channel. I walk in and take a picture of a movie of how stupid it was, called Lava Lantula. I think I've seen it. Yes. Well, I know of it anyway. Literally spiders that fall in the volcano. Assassin said, that Bowie knife you're holding is custom made. Yeah, I made that. Yes. Yeah, I made that. That one there I made. See that big one there? I made that one. I made that sword. Yes, I am the one that did it. I can't play clips tonight. Yes. Yeah, I made that. pretty sure I may even have dropped Lava Lantula on DVD, because when I got given all of those DVDs, there was quite a few in there like that. When Kathy and Alan gave me those DVDs, there was a load like that, and I sorted all of the weird ones out and gave them to my mum, because she loves that kind of shit. She loves anything to do with sharks as well, but she likes like the stupid one, like Sharknado and all that kind of shit. Top Handman said, "Are the standard machetes in the ban list to own yet? You know, no, standard machetes are still fine. So, and also, I worked it out, and I'm pretty confident this is right. Let's say you have a big machete that falls under the category of it's now a zombie knife, right? It has to have a sharp point, a sharp edge, over 8 inches long, with either multiple holes or serrations, right? If you get rid of the holes, if you get rid of multiple holes, it'll be legal. If you get rid of the serrations, it'll be legal. I'm pretty sure if you take the tip off, it'll still be legal, because it says it has to have a tip. So most machetes, if you've got like a really nice, like usable sawback machete, grind the tip off of it. Machetes don't need tips anyway. You know, people aren't stabbing people with machetes, so yeah, take the tip off. Daniel said the guns aren't real, you prick. Oh, gosh. See you later, Daniel. Goodbye. Right, where are we? Drop said you can have the machete, just don't put holes in it. Exactly, yeah. Top Hat, a simple angle grinder job then. Easy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, you can either take the serrations off, or there's multiple things, but yeah, I like Metallic's one, her I did it with mine as well. I had a nice sawback machete that I wanted to still be able to chop with and saw with, so I just took the tip off. Yeah. Douglas said you need to add a banana to the background. Shall I duct tape it on there though? Penny said some of us are pre-holy. Yes. Yeah, or you can. So I've got one that's got multiple holes in it. What I did, I cut the multiple holes into one big hole, and then that doesn't have multiple holes, so it's legal again. So yeah. Hello, person whose name I can't pronounce. How are you? Don't forget to like the stream, everyone, please. Just nip the tips, yes. But that's it. It says it has to have a sharp tip. Well, if it don't have a sharp tip, then it ain't a fucking zombie knife. Penny says the way I came off the assembly line. Yeah, just the tip. It says it has to have a tip. The description says it has to have a tip, a sharp edge over 8 inches, and holes or serrations. It's the holes and serrations added on that make it illegal, but I'm pretty sure without a tip, yeah. Drop said, just don't make a tanto either. That's a different law, though. That's the ninja sword law, but yeah, very confusing. Penny said, just for a minute. What's just for a minute? Thomas is puking for some reason. I have no idea why. What's making you sick, mate? What's making you sick? Penny said, just to see how it feels. Wedding crash is great. All right. All right, nice. I don't think I've seen that one. I might have. I've seen Bridesmaids. I actually thought that was quite funny. I love the bit when she calls that woman a cunt. It's fucking hilarious because you don't expect it. I'll check it out. I might have seen it, Penny, but I'm not sure. I don't think I have. Yeah. Top Hand Man said that's the point of laws. If they're out to get you, they'll also designed to be unbelievably confusing, subjective, and nonsensical for that reason. Yeah, exactly, mate, exactly. And Gabriel said, English only? How about us Rebs over here in the USA? Penny said she's in the USA. Yes, Penny is. Penny's an American. It just gets confusing, I suppose. Penny said I didn't say the Queen's English. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. Have a nice relax. Maybe I'll start watching that Ed Gain series. I don't know. Ed Gain, yeah. I don't know. It's one I can't. I struggle to sit about and not do anything at the minute. But then there's not a lot I can do. Top Hat said USA basically British then since we own you. Since we owned you. Penny said, so guess what I woke up with last night? Hopefully not a rat on your bed. I hope it wasn't a rat on your bed, because I know that's happened before once. I don't know. What did you wake up to last night, Penny? I hope it was good. No one's stolen land. Top. Oh, yeah, top hat, yes. Fucking hell. Andy said, evening, Mike. Picture bit crap on TV. Is a weed chopper legal for self-defense? I don't know. It depends. It depends, really. Yes and no. You can't go out with one attacking people with it, but if someone came in your house and you used a weed chopper in your house and it was reasonable force, you might not get done for it. You know what I mean? That's a weird question. I don't know how to answer that, really. Sort of. No, but yes, sort of. Depends what's happening. Douglas said, Mike, I just got a red back and wondering if you still make those heads. I do, but my hands are a bit fucked at the minute. My hands are a bit fucked at the minute, so I can't make them. And also, I'm struggling to get the parts. But I spoke to Lee at the bug out shop and in person about getting bolts with screw-off tips, and he reckoned he could get me a box full. So if I can get the money to buy a box full off him, I'll have a whole box of them, and then I can get the heads anywhere. Deus Volt said, have you done a video about your weapons behind you? If not, would you do one? Some of those things have been on videos of mine. Yeah, so I've got a video making that sword. I've got a video making that knife there. I've got a video making this knife. I think I've got a video on that gun there, but not everything. Yeah. Andy said it's a 7-inch blade on a pickaxe handle. It's all about reasonable force. So if someone came into your house, so if you attack someone on the street with that, you'd definitely get done for it, pretty much, I think, because you'd have no reason to be carrying it. However, if you was in your garden and someone came into your garden with a bigger knife and attacked you, and you had that thing on you, you could probably protect yourself, yes. But it would depend. I don't know. Yeah. Well, I do know. Sorry, there's a lot going on at the moment. Kano, how you doing, mate? He said, hello from Cornwall. How you doing, mate? You alright? Hope you are alright. Oh, fuck. Sorry. I thought I'd done something on here that had fucked up what I was doing. Hang on. Okay. I'm looking at the comments on a laptop here. Yes, no politics. No politics, no religion. And listen to the mods. Don't wind them up. Penny rules with an iron fist, she does. A bit like me when I used to be on Liam's streams. Yeah, Kano Crow, how you doing, mate? You alright? What you been up to? What you been up to? Amnula Nawaz said, hello, how are you, mate? Andy said, no swearing, Penny, lol. Swearing's allowed. Swearing's fine. Well, you can say fuck, shit, bollocks, cunt, whatever you want on here. If you can. You might not be able to. Because that's not me moderating that. That's YouTube's own fucking things. Go on, someone leave a comment with as many swear words as you can. See what happens. There's only one word. There's only one thing you're not allowed to say properly. There's one thing you're properly not allowed to say. And you can test it if you want. Put in the letters SSW and see what happens. Amanula said, I'm fine. You just pronounced my name very wrong. Fair enough. Fair enough. My apologies if I butchered your name there. Douglas said, fuck. I dare you to test writing SSW. See what happens. Just for the shits and giggles of it. Come on, I'll try it. Douglas, I am still here. Test. Yes, you are. Not you, Penny. Don't you try it. I should have said not the mods. Yeah, I think you've been timed out for 5 seconds. You'll be back in a second. Definitely don't do it again, though, because the second time it does it for 24 hours and I can't take it away. I can't do nothing about it the second time. Well, I can't do nothing about it the first time, but yeah. Definitely don't do it a second time. Yes. That was my way of dealing with certain topics coming up. Douglas, why can't we say SFW? It's just someone I don't want to talk about anymore, even though I tend to talk about them every time. It's just a topic that we're not interested in anymore. Nice, yes. Oh, nearly, yes. Do you mean 55BB? That one came up. That's all right. I can't associate that with that what it is. So anyway, what are you lot's plans for tomorrow? I'm probably going to do fuck all. I don't know. What I might do is carry on filming stuff for the Spyro Files. Get the little intro bits for Spyro Confessions done, and then I could probably film the Falsenhoof stuff that I need to do. Penny said, "Are you watching Halloween movies?" Oh, I could do. I don't know. I do always watch Halloween for Halloween, but then I could watch the Spyroverse for Halloween as well now. Penny said, "Have you heard about the new War of the Roses?" No, I haven't. No. Oh God. Amanula said, have you ever used any of the weapons you have? Depends what you mean used. Have I cut inanimate objects with them? Yes. Have I shot inanimate objects with them? Yes. Douglas said, I'm time traveling tomorrow. How nice. How are you doing that? That involve drugs and booze? I got a time traveling machine. The only problem is what it does. It just makes you travel slightly faster than normal, which isn't a good thing. The one time travel method you do not want to do is make your life travel quicker when you die sooner. Yeah, no thanks. Not sad. No, as look up Mike's channel. Plenty of use. Yes, exactly. Good luck, Douglas. Yes, have a good time travel, Douglas. Let us know what you do. Drop said, should have said, I'm traveling yesterday. I'm time traveling yesterday, yes. Actually, now, do you know what I might watch? If I can find it, I might watch Time Crimes. which is one of my favourite time travel films. Douglas said, can't say unfortunately, otherwise it doesn't work. It's the one and only golden rule. Fair enough, mate, fair enough. That is an acceptable answer. Good luck. But if you can rig it for me to somehow get a load of money soon, please do. Because I could do with it. It would be very, very much appreciated. Ben said, hopefully you don't end up like Eric Banner doing that naked. Yeah. Oh, that's a good film. What was that? The Time Traveler's Wife, wasn't it? Don't get seduced by your grandma. Mugman, he said, how much is the gun? Which one? That one? No idea. That one? No idea. That one probably about 100 quid. That one about 100 quid. That one about 600 quid. That one, I don't know. 150 quid maybe. Douglas said, money won't be that much use soon anyway, Mike. Fair enough. I don't think it's someone else just as good then. What's as good as money? Das Volt said, have you ever collaborated with your brother on any of your videos? Yeah, I have. Yes. Yes. But not for a while. We haven't done done any videos together for ages. Probably years. Yeah, we have done, yeah. Yeah. Oh god. Yes, don't forget you can become a member. The links for that are in the chat and in the description of the video. You become a member, you can donate. John said you're selling, you're aiming low. You're aiming low, Mike. Sell it for 250k. Very rare. That's a one-off. Well, that sword there's one-off. That's an Excalibur sword actually made by an actual real king. Yeah, that's probably worth about 250k. Oh god. Yeah, I might watch Time Crimes. Have you ever seen Time Crimes? It's a Spanish time travel film. Really good film. Have you ever seen Triangle with Melissa George? So it's pretty much the same premise as Triangle, but not on a boat. But it's got that sort of repeating element. But it was made like way, way, way before Triangle was. I suspect Triangle is heavily influenced by Time Crimes, but they haven't admitted it because there's even like a sack like typeface for him. Douglas, the cost of the background cost exactly how many days have you been on YouTube? Oh, how many days? Well, I've been on YouTube for 17 years. So how many fucking, what's 17 times 336? There you go. Try that. 17 times 365. I think that's right, isn't it? Yeah. What? Yeah. 17 years. Fucking hell. Why have I gone brain dead? That's right, isn't it? I don't know. No. I don't know. Fucking hell. Yeah, that's right. 6,000. That's probably about right, actually. That's probably about right. Yeah. Is that right? Is that how you work it out? Cost of the background is how many days you have been on YouTube. Yeah. So 17 years, 17 times 365. Yeah. 6,000. That's probably actually about right. That's probably actually about right, you know. Yeah. Fucking hell, sorry. From day one to today, yeah. Yeah, about 17 years. I've been on YouTube 17 years. But obviously that's not all of the stuff. There's like fucking a load of air guns in there. There's fucking 20 crossbows. Some of those crossbows are worth like 400 or 500 quid each. Yeah. Then there's a lot more of what you can see up there. You got 20 crossbows. I've got at least 20 crossbows. Drop saying you don't look a day older, neither does the goatee. Yeah, you can watch my videos and you can watch the can't think of the word. My change in weight basically. And the side he's getting longer. It used to be up here, and then they get there, and then they get there, and they get there. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Even if you don't like it, just like it anyway. Pity you can't show crossbows on live streams. It's fucking annoying. But you can't risk picking up crossbows nowadays because the YouTube bots think it's a fucking gun. The drops there didn't age much, but definitely got higher on the horse. I've aged a little bit. The thing though, you know, I'm ageless. I'm an ageless wonder. I am. People look back on me and be like, "How did he not age all those years?" I know the trick. I know how to not age. I know exactly how facially. I know how not to age. Yeah. Douglas, on time travel though. One of the best self-defense items I saw was a flat piece of weighted leather. Can't remember what it was called. I can't go back as I wanted one back then. Avoiding sunlight, that's one of them. One of them is avoiding sunlight. You basically have to become a vampire. So avoid sunlight and don't talk to people very much. And then at most you might get a single wrinkle on your forehead. That's it. That's it. No crow's feet. Oh well. Let me put my face in a normal position here. But no crow's feet. It's got a line there, line there, line there. That's it. Yeah, you fucking yes. Avoiding sunlight and be a miserable bastard and hardly talk to anyone. And then because you're not like moving your face a lot. That's what gives you wrinkles. Michael said, "Do you have a blackjack?" No, I don't. No. So I said, that'll be why I look like leather. Yes. Smoking, laughing, talking. Just be miserable. Don't talk to people. Avoid the sun. Skater, guys. It's self-defense. My 2 Boston Terriers and my boxer. 1 mini psycho on each leg, and a big boy takes him down. Yes. Yeah, the old dogs. Sorry. The old dogs would do it. I've got a couple. The thing, Michael, with blackjacks is... they're not on any offensive weapons list in this country, but they can be classed as like koshes, which can then be classed as truncheons if you look it up. So it's better not to have them. I know of alternatives though that you can have like blackjacks, and I'll start making some to sell soon. Yeah, bandana weights. Fucking hell, Jack. I knew there was something. I knew there was something. In fact, I've already started doing it. I'll show you the alternative to a blackjack. Thank you, Drop. Fucking hell. I knew there was something I'd already been making. Hell, I'm fucking hell. Oh, shit. So, you want an alternative to a blackjack, right? That's legal. This is called a bandana weight. And it's to hold your bandana in your pocket so it doesn't come out, and that is weighted, and then you can, I need to put that on my self-defense weapons video. Fucking forgot about that. I knew there was more items. Hello, John. How you doing, mate? You right? Skate guy said, I live in Glasgow, where I'm from. A young team use unripened pineapples as koshes. Hold it by the spiky bit, and you can get it. And you can't get lifted. That's very bizarre. That's great. That's where that would work. AB said, "What's a weapon?" Thank you. Are you talking about me or the bandana weight? I didn't invent these. I've just started making them. Keeps your bandana in your pocket. That's all it is. I know people who carry those. Glad you are okay, John. Drop said you need to put stuff on the shop more often. Hell, even just a link for custom orders. Yes. Well, there are bandana weights on the shop, actually. If anyone wants to buy a bandana weight, there are some on the shop. But actually saying that, please don't buy any at the minute because I can't make them. Maybe he said the bandana weight, but I'm sure you've made a weapon too. Thank you, Amy. That's very much appreciated. Michael said, could you use a bandana with a billiard ball in it? Probably not, because how would you explain it? And also that would bulge out your pocket massively, wouldn't it? You know what I mean? Skater guy said, kilt sock full of 1 and 2 pieces. You'd probably get away with that, yeah. Lois, oh dear, Glasgow's gone soft. Back in the day, it was big machetes and a Lacoste tracky. I don't give a fuck. Ain't just trying to be legal, that's all. But yeah, I do sell those bandana weights, but just beware if you order one at the minute, I might have to say you have to wait a month. Skater guy said the machetes are still in action. Yeah, of course they are. Of course they are. Always would be, wouldn't they? It always would be. Saint, how you doing, mate? He said, cool blade, bro. Thank you. Yeah, that's me. Antler handled Bowie. Yeah, Glasgow kiss, yes. What have you been up to, Saint? Been up to much? Douglas and I can sleep easy now. Saint said, just heard your stomach growl. How you doing? I'm not too bad, mate. My hands are hurting. Michael said, a baton is legal if it's not a straight one. You can have old style truncheons, yeah. Yeah, you can have old style, like police truncheons. Definitely you can have those. Or things like rounders, bats, that kind of stuff, yeah. As long as it's not completely straight. So if it tapers and gets fat, like an old style truncheon, that's fun. Fanny said, what did you like about 28 years later? I don't know. I found it quite amusing. It was funny. I liked the characters in it. It didn't have a lot of like boring bits or bits that you thought people wouldn't do, as far as I remember. The end was very, very amusing. Yeah, I just liked it. I don't know. I found when I watched, like, the second one's shit, total shit, the second one. And the first one's good, but when I rewatched the first one, I realised there was loads of like bits people just wouldn't do, or really unlikable characters that you're supposed to like and stuff like that. I don't know. Skater guy said, I'm making a bolt firing slingshot in a minute, trying to work out how to make it repeating with multiple barrels. Team who sells trigger boxes and sticks so cheap. Yeah, I got a trigger box for an like a sling bow thing. So he said, not much, mate. Just sat down and caught the stream. Would deep heat help your hands? I haven't tried anything hot on them yet. Maybe I should. I haven't tried anything hot. I keep forgetting. Deep heat might work though. some fake things pretending to be YouTube says, hello, we are contacting you regarding community guideline breaches. Never done any community guideline breaches. You have 20 minutes to reply with your justification. Type 1 to find out. No, don't think so. One of you not type 1 just in case though. And it's on you. Robbie said, I like your knives. I have 101 knives. Nice. I don't know how many I have. I've got 102 knives. I don't actually know how many knives. I've got fucking loads. Spacey said, cannot go carrying bats in public unless you have a ball. Also, on my way to the park, I stream. Best defense, bunch of keys and a good chain. Yes. That's coming up on my videos soon. John said, have an easy night. Take care, John. You're off, mate. Crossbows will be next thing banned. I'll simply buy it in parts, as you can't ban parts as not a weapon. Yeah. Yeah, I thought what I'd do is possibly make turn them all into sling bows. Yeah. Saint said, I think 28 days later is better. Hang on. Because the camera footage was so grainy, makes it feel scary, not ultra realistic. That's true, yeah. I think it's filmed in like 420p or something, which makes it look like quite sort of, yeah, that's a good point. Dropson, we're reaching out to tell you about your YouTube long-term warranty is about to expire. Pretty much. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Penny said you're doing a chat. What, late night chat? I'll be honest with you, probably not, Penny. I'm quite tired. I was gonna, but I don't know if I'll be awake enough to do it. I'll let you know later. But how I feel now, probably not. I'm quite tired, to be honest. Where are we? Drop said, no, read that. Saints and I'm a bit worried about carrying my legal folder when I have my vest on. Just got to be careful. Well, every time you laugh, I need to laugh too. It's nice. Infectious laugh, then. There you go. Yeah, I've got some more items for the self-defense stuff I'm doing. I'll put a couple more, what do you call it? Tactical pen, different kind of tactical pens on. Torch, loads of shit. I should get like at least 30 videos in that series. I'll put another 5 on tomorrow. I'm putting like 4 or 5 on a day. Yeah, no politics, Penny, and I think that Charlie Kirk thing is that you would class that as politics. Just be careful. Penny will block you. If she says she'll block you, she will. It's only because it's all right at the minute, but sometimes it can cause a lot of arguing in the chat. It's, personally, a lot of the time I'm not bothered. It's more about what happens in the chat. And then it becomes like I either have to keep deleting everyone's comments because they're arguing about stuff, and then I have nothing to read. So it becomes like a very boring stream. Michael said, what would you do if all your weapons were banned? I would replace everything I own with a tool that can be used very similar. Because they wouldn't be able to... Yeah, I could hide them. I could lose them. But my display, they can't stop me having axes, pickaxe handles, baseball bats, kitchen knives, shit like that. And I'll just replace it all with stuff like that. And then I'd just have nicely modified kitchen knives. You know what I mean? But there's loads of shit you can use that could never be banned. Because it's meat cleavers, axes, pickaxe handles. It's all tools or stuff you use. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'd replace it with stuff that I could use just to, just imagine a red wall full of big pens, for fuck's sake. Johnson Mike having a bowl of cereal for 9/11 for a spoon. Maybe. But now that's what I do. There's loads of stuff. You can get great big fucking, bladed things that are tools. Yeah. Stick a chainsaw up on the wall, I don't know. They'll be just as cool, impressive things. Yeah. Saint said, got given a welder from a family friend. I might try and make a mace from a crowbar and some 6mm-ish metal offcuts. Not sure if it would work there. Mine probably would. Probably would. If you get good, and that's not you I got the ball for, was it? It was fucking Cookie. I was going to say, and say if you want, I'll send you that bloody steel ball and you can do that yourself. But it's not you saying it's Cookie, isn't it? Michael said, how would you replace an air gun? Well, air guns are different because when you say weapons, I'm assuming you mean like, I don't know. I wouldn't replace an air gun. I wouldn't be able to. Skater guy said, I saw a crossbow online with bayonet. I fucking make crossbows with bayonets. I've got a crossbow there with a bayonet. I got a crossbow there with a bayonet. I got a crossbow there with a bayonet, and I got a crossbow there with a bayonet. This is the thing, though. I know crossbows with bayonets look mental, right? But once you shoot all your bolts in a shit hit the fan situation, that crossbow is completely fucking useless without a bayonet. If you've got a bayonet on it, you've still got a weapon after it's run out of bolts. And that's the point of it. Yeah. Yeah. When you've run out of bolts, or you shot all your bolts, run them through your bayonet. That's the whole point of it. That's what a bayonet's for. It's a backup weapon. When you've bayonets on old rifles in World War II, it's for when you've run out of bullets. You run them through your fucking rifle. Then, you know what I mean? Yeah, I got 5 crossbows with bayonets on them. Sarah, how you doing? She said, "You're high as a kite, laughing myself. You can't even open." I'm not high. I'm completely sober. No drugs apart from paracetamol and ibuprofen have gone into my system. Just how I look naturally. I'm amused by the comments, and I have evolved. I have evolved to not need to open my eyes as much as other people. I can have my eyes like this and I can see perfectly fine. Yes. Fanny said he always looks like that, so thank you, Fanny. I do. Douglas said, Mike, I need one of those bayonets for my redback. You'll be on my list, mate. Michael said, your collection is shrinking year by year, Jitsy bands. That's true, but you know. John said he's not high, he just grew up watching too much Clint Eastwood. I'm not, I swear to the Dark Tower, I'm not high. High on life, maybe. I'm tired as well, so my eyes have started, yeah. Yeah. I'm not high. I've probably been accused of being high since I was about 15. Yes, I swear to Roland. Yes, definitely can. Saint said, watched any movies? No, I nearly did, and then there was someone in it that I didn't want to watch in it. So I changed my mind. Yes. Michael said, collecting bayonets is still legal in the UK, at least most of them. Yeah, they're good. I've got a bayonet there, look. Drops it, I swear to the doctor. So usually sounds like this shit again. And they said, you look relaxed. Thank you, I am relaxed. That's what I am. I am relaxed. I didn't sleep well last night. I was trying to sleep in a position to stop my hands getting I keep getting pins and needles in my hands. And I don't know if I never used to, and then I suddenly started getting pins and needles in my hands when I sleep. I don't know if I'm sleeping in a different position without realising it. So I decided last night to sleep sitting up, pretty much where I am here. I just couldn't sleep. So I ended up getting out of bed on my bed, and I slept reasonably good. Fanny said they don't appreciate our obsession, Mike. They don't. They're fucking... I don't know what they are. Disgraceful. Michael said maybe you should start collecting bayonets. Yeah, they're quite expensive though. I'll be honest with you, I haven't bought anything new for fucking years. No, I don't smoke. I used to smoke years ago. Skatey, I haven't smoked since, I don't know. Since I probably hadn't smoked for 20 years. I don't know. can't remember what I stopped. Maybe about the age of 26. So 19 years. Doctor, still think you have something tied up in your shoulder blades. I could do. I will do the laying down thing. Unless you make... No, I've never made anything like that, no. Do you mean like prop ones? No, because that would be admitting to quite a serious crime if I said yes. But I haven't anyway. And I would not say I had. Yes. No, I have not. Never made anything like that, and that's a good way to get your house raided and your whole entire road shut off and a good bit of prison time. Very tactical. Saint said, one of those compression wraps, deep heat and maybe some hot water. Move your hands around in. Douglas said, just pretend ones, I mean. I had some inert ones once, but I got rid of them purely because of how things are going nowadays. I got sick to fucking death of hearing about people houses getting raided and then bomb squads coming around and shit for pretend grenades. So I got rid of. I even got rid of my pretend ones, and any realistic looking bullets, so that it just if I do get raided again, there's less shit that they can start fucking crying about. Skater guy said, I launched a few grenades in the pan on Sunday morning. Oh, Christ. What have you been up to, Tactica? Been out and about, granny shagging? He only goes after him if they're in Zimmer frames because they can't run fast enough. Did you say C, man? Saint said, I had to deal with the armed police when they saw my DEC and inert grenades. Almost called the bomb squad. Very embarrassing. Yeah, because of that, I kept hearing about that kind of stuff. I got rid of my inert bullets and my inert grenades and replica grenades. I even had some made of wood. But it's just, if you get the wrong policeman come around your house, and, and they just don't want to, I don't know, they just, like the last time I got raided, one of them, knew quite a lot about guns, and I was literally going, that's a BB gun, and he'd take it down, look at it, go, yes it is, put it back. I'd say, right, that's a BB gun. He'd take it down, look at it, put it back. I'd say, that's a replica. He'd take it down, look at it, put it back. That was fucking excellent, because it means they didn't have to take them away, they didn't have to get a specialist in. And it was all done there and then. Otherwise, what would normally happen, I was just lucky that he was like that. He weren't no expert. It's just, he was enough to, they listened to him and, and that was enough. Rather than what normally happens is they take the lot of them and get some fucking expert to check them all. You get them back, half of them are broken. Shit like that. So I try and make it now so my shit doesn't get fucked up or lost or yeah. So they'll seize it, lock you up, all that, etc. Exactly. Off the Porch TV said, where do you live? England. Off the Porch TV. Where do you live? Saint said, I have the law printed out on paper. If they want to get feet, also treat them with respect. If you give them a lip, they'll get back. Oh, exactly. That's the other thing. Yes, I was going to say that. Yeah, it does depend on how you act. That can make a big difference. Never been swatted, but I don't think swatting is really a thing in the UK. It don't really work in the UK. In America, you can call up and, various different things, and the police will go straight round someone's house with guns. That doesn't really happen in the UK. They won't just, if you rang up and said, oh, well, it just doesn't happen. Swatting doesn't really happen in the UK. Great guys, obviously it's a collection. You're not the couple from Tremors with the full armour in the basement. Autobot said, I didn't know you all could have guns. We can have guns over here, but everything I have doesn't need a license. Douglas said, just answered the door naked. Usually works. I just let him in last time. I just don't want my door kicked in, because I've got to deal with that. Because the thing is, you got to remember, I'm not actually committing any crime. So when they came round, there was about fucking 8 of them stood at the door. So I just opened it, and because had I not, they'd probably start trying to kick the door in, and then I've got to replace a door when I haven't actually done anything. Blah 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 blah. But yeah. Saint said, "Did you used to have French bangers? Did you used to have French bangers when you was younger? I always wanted them, but they're banned now." No, I don't think I did. We used to get stuff from the local, corner shop, like rockets and that, and shoot them at each other and stuff like that. Drop said, "We're the couple from Book of Eli. Our couch converts to a weapon's chest." Nice. What, you're blind? And a Bible basher, are you, Drops? Dropped is also a Bible bashing blindsman. He forgot to mention that. Yes, I wondered why he's always wearing sunglasses. Fuck's sake. Sorry, as soon as I start fucking, it's quite pleasant pulling your weapon out your sheath. Penny said, "You can ring my bell, you ring my bell." Oh my gosh. Saint said, "I kind of want to get rid of my collection because all I worry that goes with collecting, not just with it anymore, the way everything's going." Yeah, you do have to stay well up on the laws, which is a fucking pain in the ass, because they don't make the laws obvious, and they don't fucking tell you, they don't tell you on the news about it. You end up having to know about the new laws through people like me, and that shouldn't be my job. Should it? Tesso said, "You need Robocop's gun." Yes, I do. I certainly do. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. John said, "No, and I can't read Braille for shit." Yeah, dead or alive, you're coming with me. Oh, so I started the Robocop game the other day, saying that. But my hands hurt when I was playing it, so computer games are out of the fucking question as well now. Yeah, I thought if I play a computer game, I thought maybe, yeah. Did you hide your tattoos from the cops? Well, no, not really. Because the thing is, I can have a laugh with the police about that. If that's how it has to be, I can make them perfectly fine about it. Because yeah, most of the time you can have a laugh with them. Zay said, "Are punch daggers illegal?" Yes, they are, mate. Yeah, punch daggers are illegal. Yes. Yeah. One of the times, it wasn't the last time, it was the time before. That was when we had CID come around here. And the CID, it was not long after a bloke called the Crossbow Cannibal had killed someone and obviously ate part of them. They thought that crossbows were banned at that point, these CID coppers, and they took my crossbows. I suspect they've been specially marked now, though. So if I ever did anything with them, or they were sold and something happened with them, they never came from it. It wouldn't surprise me anyway. So they took all the crossbows and then interviewed me and said, we'll check they're legal and you can have them back. They also thought that crossbows had power limits on them, which they don't. Like 12-foot-pound air guns and that. Anyway, as I was coming out of the interview thing, one of them asked me what that meant. I told them. It's the way you tell them, though. It's the way you tell it. I told them in a way that we had a laugh about it, really. Or you could do it in a completely different way, and yeah, it wouldn't be funny for anyone. Favorite PlayStation 1 game? Ooh, I don't know. Possibly Metal Gear Solid. Yeah. Johnson, I wonder if you could get that tattoo done nowadays. Well, you saying that, saying, I've noticed the last year that tattoo has been pointed out to me multiple times by people who were in their 20s, because it's coming back around, and they're now doing the different versions of it. So there are So there's always been that, and then there's always been just dots. So if you see someone with dots on their knuckles, that means the same thing. Because I was getting served beer at some like fate type thing, and this young bloke about 25 noticed it and pointed at my hand, and I went, "Oh," he said, "Yeah." He said, I can't remember what he said, but he then went like this and showed me the back of his arm, and he had like a new style of it, but it was that, but just done. It might have been a circle with like a cross in it with the ACAB like that. I can't remember. There's also 1-3-1-2 is another way. Yeah, if you see someone's hand and they have a dot, that means the same thing. Yeah. It may not always mean that, but I'm sure it did. It may not now, but I'm absolutely 100% sure it did. If you saw dot, that meant ACAB back in the day without saying it. Skater guy said you can't get anything. You can get anything tattooed. I have loyalist tattoos. That'd be classed as offensive, I guess. Yeah, I'm surprised that's not. That may be getting classed as like a hate symbol now, whatever. Saint, they did them. Yeah, that was made with Indian ink and their sewing needle. Look at this flat earth map on my back. Steve, how you doing, mate? He said, "Did you get them all back? The bows?" Yeah, I did. Yeah, got everything back. Got all of the stuff back, but they smashed a couple of antique vases, which I swear they did it on purpose because they couldn't do us for anything at all. They smashed one of my fucking old granny's, my nan's antique vases. What my dad made them pay for in the end. Said, old shit is always popular again. Gave my kid some of the clothes for a dress-up day at school, and he lost his shit because it was a tight-ass fit. Yeah, well, that's it, isn't it? That's it. So I almost bought a tattoo gun off eBay when I was at school. Glad I didn't. Yeah, a bit of Indian ink and a sewing needle will do it. That'll do it. So I get sweaty ears. I've got my hearing aid in. I know why I'm sat here with my hearing aid in. Don't need to. Yeah, that was made with Indian ink and a sewing needle. But yeah, that seems to get noticed and pointed out by like 20-year-olds now, and not older people. Yeah, I've not had an older person mention that for ages, but I've had quite young people. Another time was in a bar, and this young woman who was about 20 said, "Oh, I love your tattoo." I don't know if she meant that one, because it's the only one I got. Because I'm often surprised when younger people know what it is, but it's come back around because that's a thing that people are saying again after certain things that have happened, isn't it? Doctor, I have 2 tattoo guns, never used them though. The new ones are essentially a pen. Yeah. They said, is there any regulations on blank firearms? Yes, there is. They've just banned about 10 of them, I think. So be careful. Go and look on YouTube. I've got a video of the new ones that have been banned. I think essentially a lot of top venting, front venting ones have been banned. So it might be worth looking into that. Steve said, yeah, I got my Vlad compensator 6 months. 6 months later, I got it back. Yeah, I did get all mine back. That took ages, yeah. Yeah, they took every single one of them, which at that point might have been about 5 or 6 of them. Someone said, don't tempt me to DIY this. Gonna have to watch some YouTube videos after stream. Yeah, Liam did a video on the original blank throws that got banned, and then I did one on the new ones, which was the brownie ones, I think. Yeah, my brother did. My twin brother did tattoos. He's pretty much covered in tattoos from pretty much like he ain't got them on his face, but he's got them on his ears, inside his mouth, probably on his head, everywhere else on his body. Yeah. Skater said, yeah, my mate, that's a tattooist, uses a cordless rotary gun. Did my dog's portraits on both upper legs. So they said, damn, yeah, because people converted to live rounds, yes. The drop said, I mean, all cunts are beautiful. Yes, I've got a picture that says, all clits are beautiful. It's quite a graphic picture. All cigs are bad. Yes. Yes. Always carry a Bible was another one of the bullshit ones. I'm a great commander. Yeah, well, yeah, but that's not the right letters. Cigs or Sigs? Sigs with a C. I technically had a drag on a cigarette earlier. Not because I wanted to, but I needed a prop. I had to set up for a scene with an ashtray, a glass, and a burning cigarette in an ashtray. So I had to light it and take it. I didn't breathe it into my lungs. But yeah. Drop said, Andy, you can take my cigs from my cold, breathless lungs. Oh, Christ, it fucking hiccups. Roads I've ridden. How you doing, mate? You right? As I said, I have a poster on my door saying I'm either smoking doobies or playing with boobies. That's great. Yeah, how you doing, Roads I've ridden? You right? I like that. All circles are bad, yes. Doug said nicotine's good for you. That's why the government wants them banned. It's the tar and shit I don't want in my lungs. Roads I've ridden said, done any more rabbit hunts? Now, I've not done anything like that. I've done a bit of shooting, but not anything actual, like proper hunting for a while. Nah, mate. Andy said, thank you for the charity drops. Don't die yet. The drop said, especially roundabouts, fucking. Love the smell of leather. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Yeah. Can't remember what we're talking about now. Zay said, have you ever been clay pigeon shooting? No, I haven't, but I might go soon. I've got there's a place I could go locally, so maybe when someone comes around who's up for doing it, metallic, or yeah. No, I'm staying sober today. Roads I've ridden, I've been drinking way too much, and it was making me go a bit mental. Saint, take care, mate. He said, cheers for the stream as always, mate. Hope your hands get better. Thank you, mate. Thank you. I'll tell you what, I'll get the deep heat out now. Cheers, mate. See you later. I'm going to spray some on now. This is self-defense. This is my self-defense spray. Fucking fan just blew that up my nose. Oh, Douglas, thank you for the support. I appreciate that. Let's see in a bit, shall we, if this helps. Mosa, do you think... Oh, bloody God. I'm not going to cover my mouse in deep heat. Do you think ballad songs will ever be legalised again? No, don't think so, mate. Skate guy said, don't be playing with your sheath after the deep heat. No. Yes, exactly. I do love the smell of deep heat. Gone up my nose. There you go. That shit does work. If it gets up your nose or in your... It's not in my eyes, but... I have got some actual deep heat. Fucking hell, I've done it again. Deep heat rub. If I have to. The drop said, should I let them know that they can leave a comment for you to read? What's that drop? Sorry, that's confused me. Tactical said, all these self-defense videos, you're talking bollocks. Fuck you. Fuck you. I don't know what that bloke was talking about. I wondered if maybe he was talking about someone else. But roads I've ridden to, is it too much drama to get firearms license in the UK? Firearms license you will need, for sending money. Thank you, Dot. Should I let them know that they can leave a comment for you to read? Yes. What was I? Firearms license. Firearms license is quite hard to get because you have to have somewhere where you can shoot. Shotgun license, pretty much piss easy to get. They're very easy to get a shotgun license. Yeah. Skater said I had some dodgy Chinese deep heat called Ping On. Was illegal, had a tiger bite in it apparently. It was like lava. Nice. Yeah, that deep heat spray has done nothing on my hands. It doesn't really feel like it's done anything. I might just try rubbing some of the deep heat cream on. The problem is I sort of need access to my hands at the minute. Let me rub a bit of the actual cream on my hands. Right, I got some crap deep heat. Like, oh fucking hell, that doesn't sound pleasant. I think I'm doing nothing on my hands now. Right, so if I miss a comment, fucking hell, that's a fucking mistake. I put way too much on. Ibuprofen gel's decent. I'm looking at that as well. This is the really cheap fucking deep heat shit that doesn't do anything. I should have got the proper stuff out. This is going to be a bit of a fuck up now, isn't it? Fucking hell. Should have waited. Roads I've ridden makes sense as shooting clays is massive in the UK. Have I tried wearing a copper wristband? Oh, no, I haven't, basically. No. It's Jazz hands or Jizz hands. Fucking hell, it's not doing anything. Don't like the smell of this stuff either. Proper deep heat, I like the smell of. This cheap stuff doesn't smell quite right. So I've like gone off deep heat. If I've got to listen to this shit, so have you. Chicken Friend said, do you have real guns? Of course I do. They're all real, they're not holograms. Anyone just tuning in or think, what the actual fuck? Rose Alvarez said, give yourself a reach around. Fuck's sake. If this was a black screen, you'd be making more money with those sounds. Wash your hands before you go for a piss, we know about it. It's weird, it's not doing anything. I have to wipe it off. It's like not doing anything. That's bizarre. Am I drunk? No, I'm completely sober. I'm just a fucking weirdo. Alright, hang on. I'm trying to get this shit off my hands now. Maybe I'll try some proper fucking deep heat in a rubber glove later or something. That's not worked at all. No. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. I think I got most of it off. Rose I've just picked up a nice Ruger 308. Nice. My fucking hand sanitizer. I've just picked up a bird knife. So it's like nearly as bad as having a shower of peppermint shards. Oh yes, Oh yeah, that's the other mistake. What's wrong with my hands? I don't know. I may have carpal tunnel syndrome. I may have tendonitis. I don't know. May have arthritis. The muscles in my fingers fucking kill. And yeah. Sometimes the fingers get stuck. This hand I can't fully shut properly. So if you look at that one, this one I don't want to go any more than that or it hurts. Yeah, I don't know. That's not a knife. That's a knife. Penny, I'll still be. I saw you said, "Am I fucking off?" No, I'll be on. I might stay until past, but I won't do a late night one tonight. Do they feel woolly? No, I don't think so. That's not something I've ever thought about. Not really. Doctor said, "I've just picked up a gilf. I put her back down. My back went." Hey, doing, Pete? Said maybe make some bionic hands. That'd be some good content. Yes, it fucking would. Well, I'll tell you what. Sometimes, actually, yeah, Scott, you're saying that sometimes they'll sort of stick and then they'll finally move and you'll feel like a popping sound. Penny said you better chat while I call you. I can't, Penny. I have to go to bed. It's been a very long night for me. The drop said, I see you've planned knifey spoony before. Skater said that's arthritis. Do you reckon? Yeah, like a pop. My fingers get like stuck and then pop. What you been up to, Peach? You missed out some really good content. You missed some really good content, Peach. Don't get the light stream over. Maybe, Penny, maybe I'll have a chat with you tomorrow night. What I'll do, I'll try and have, if it's possible for you to chat tomorrow. Yeah, you should be able to chat tomorrow, shouldn't you? What I'll do, I'll have a nice lay-in tomorrow, or I'll even have a little nap in the day so that I can be up late, and then I'll have a little chat with you tomorrow night. How's that? And I'll plan for it. Right? Doc said, played. Fuck me. Damn phone has been fucking my text all day. Have you played Knifey Spoony before? Friend said, Peach, you have a sexy redhead, and I want her. It's not a redhead. Peach said, no gym today. Chilling, shopping, hanging out on Discord with some wasteland friends. Nice. I didn't say waster friends. Drop said, when you're working in the shed and your fingers go all red, that's arthritis. He didn't say that, but I did. When you're working in the shed and your fingers, that's arthritis, yes. Yeah, when you're working in the shed, what I was quoting there was the diarrhea thing. When you're working in the shed and your fingers are all red, diarrhea. What's the no to? Penny. They said, oh no, the redhead's mine. It said, yeah, my hands are like that. It feels like a lot of friction on the tendons. Joinery and kickboxing. My hands are lovely condition. Yeah, I think mine's doing level work and all that kind of shit. I told you my phone's fucking with me. Pete said, she can't have my puppy. Hey, Penny. How you doing? Are you alright? Would you like to have a chat tomorrow? And I promise you, I'll do it. Even if it's just for an hour. Alright? I'm too tired tonight, though. But I'll plan for it tomorrow. I'll make a point of being able to do it tomorrow. It's tough, isn't it? Hello, Mike, you're handsome. Douglas said rejection is painful. Yeah, well, if rejection was painful, I'd be a pain all the time. Penny, you're very good looking too. Tom said, Pete, send Penny some of that hair. I bet she can clone it from me. Oh, God. Guys, come on, Mike. Don't leave the lady hanging. I can't. I'm too tired. I love you a bit, Penny, but I can't. There's too much tonight. Too much. I'm not leaving her hanging. I'm going to meet her tomorrow. Penny said, but Peach, your redhead matches my wiener. That hurt. Been a nice, relaxing evening tonight. I just want to get in bed. Douglas said he is sleeping with the crossbirds tonight, Fanny. Get in line. Jock said kidney stones are painful. This is just embarrassing. Oh, God. I said he's got a date to deep heat, Penny. We'll have a chat tomorrow. Me, you, Penny, me, not me, you, and Penny. Me, Penny, and the Dropped, and whoever else wants to join in. I'll put some of these on the what do you call it? Self-defense video. Yeah, we'll have a chat tomorrow, Penny, if you're up for it. Tactical WC is hardcore. He uses deep heated lube for a crank. Douglas said, but chat. By chat, do you mean another live? Yeah. So what it would have been is I'd do like a private chat. Yeah. Go out in the Wendy house. Sometimes on a Saturday, I'll do a Wendy house stream for, about 10 minutes, and then we'd do a private chat, which most people are invited to the private chats as long as you can come on camera. That's the only sort of stipulation. If you are going to sit privately with us and listen to us talk, you have to be on camera. Because it's not really acceptable to sit in the background like eavesdropping, essentially. Although we've let people do it before. But I do prefer people, some of the other people who join in would like to see people's faces nowadays. Because there's been a couple of weird incidents when we've let people just sit in the background. And, yeah, it was a shame. But that won't be tonight. That might. So that what we'll do, that will happen tomorrow. Dropped in fucking creepers, yeah. That will be tomorrow night. So what I'll do, I'll probably live stream tomorrow, but I might not start till late. And then, normal sort of time when I go private, or maybe a little bit earlier, I'm going to go private. So that'll be tomorrow night. Douglas, I'm a nudist. Is that? Yeah, that'd be all right. I don't mind. You can be totally nude if you want. Yeah. Jock said, Doug, the after shows is no holds. Exactly. Yeah, no holds barred in the after shows. Can't get in trouble for it. As long as you're on camera. It's deep heat part of the initiation. Well. Wait until you see the new Spyro-Files, Spyroverse, what do you call it? Documentary. I don't want to do a spoiler. That YouTube was full of weirdos. Just as Halo. Tactical. He's loving the old grannies lately, isn't you? They're never in anymore. He's always out. Granny shagging. Rob said, if you think he's crazy, I'll tell you I know he's nuts. I can tell you I know he's fucking out. If you think he's crazy, I can tell you I know he's nuts. That's literally true as well. Tactical, I'm one of them. Don't want to be boring and normal. Yeah, you don't want to be normal. Fuck normal, mate. Suppose that grannies are good. I know, but Tactical likes them when they're fully Zimmer framed up nappies, you know, the lot. Death's door, you know. And he's not after a fit granny, he's after a granny that cannot run away, cannot walk, bedridden, nappy, piss stains, the lot. You know, that's his thing. He told me once. That's a granny shag, and you've just made me waste 30p worth of BSP now. Oh god. So that's a need a good woman, find a granny. Yeah, that's right. True. Yeah, fucking 40-year-old women are often grannies nowadays. They're not old. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm old enough to be a fucking granddad. Johnson, he just wants to know what she's going to know. There's someone making breakfast. For fuck's sake. Oh, God. That guy said in Glasgow after Granny's only 36. Exactly. That's what I mean. If you had them young enough, you could probably be a granny at the age of 32, couldn't you? 16 and 16. Baby when you're 16. And then your 16-year-old daughter has a baby when she's 16. 32, granny, you know. Yeah. It's basically my sister's granny at 38. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. That's not old at all. Not old at all. Steve said false teeth too. Fuck's sake. Where are we going with this? Going down a very, very sexual lines if you are tactical. Don't say too much, Steve. You might get him a bit too aroused. Great guy said there's some in the late 20s, and I'm not kidding you. Well, yeah, 14 and 15, 29, you know what I mean? Douglas said, I'm a great granddad, I'm 33. I had one last week and she was wild in bed. Sounds like she's having a fit. Scotty guy said, my pal's older sister is actually her mum. My pal's older sister. Oh, you know, I know people like that, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know someone who's grown up with a sister who's a lot older than them, who actually turned out it's actually their mother, and the people that they've always grew up knowing as their parents was actually their grandparents. Yeah. Drop said it's all we're talking about. Yeah, sex. Pity I can't play a clip, isn't it? Yeah, what do you want to talk about? We're talking about anything, yeah. Just if I can play clips, isn't it? Oh yeah, no, that's so straight. But that's exactly what we were saying. Yeah, your pal's older sister is actually your mum. Yes, sorry, that's exactly it. Yes, that's exactly it. Yeah. Yes, yeah. I know someone same thing. Yeah. Their older sister is actually their mother. Yeah. And the grandparents, who are all sort of their mum, dad's actually their grandparents. Yeah. Favorite movie villain? Randall Flagg, I'd say. Randall Flagg. Yeah. I suppose there are a lot of web feet in the films. Gosh. But yeah, the only reason what it is with the sister being the mother is not that it's because obviously the girl had a kid when she was too young, so the parents have adopted the child, so it doesn't get taken out the family. You know, the girl doesn't become a disgrace, you know, in them days, because it would be, you know, or the baby would be took away. Yeah, and they've just never said. The drop said the Russian team from Mighty Ducks 2. Nice. Favourite villain, yeah. My favourite. I'm assuming your favourite villain is like a villain you like, sort of thing. Because if I really hate a villain, I really hate him. You know what I mean? But no, Randall Flagg. I quite like Randall Flagg. He's a good villain. He's not a good villain. He's a right bastard. But no, I like Randall Flagg. I like Randall Flagg. I've never seen Mighty Ducks or Mighty Ducks 2. So we think of some movie questions. You think of a movie question, and I'll see if I can answer it. It's not a movie quiz, though. Dynamo from Running Man. That's a good fucking answer. Yeah, that's very good. Duck Lovers. Yeah. Dynamo from the Running Man. Yeah. I like the Running Man. It's a great film. Principal and the Breakfast Club. The Thing. From the film The Thing. Oh god. That's a movie villain, isn't it? The Terminator. Mine's Randall Flagg, though. That's like rare for an answer to come quite quick to me. I've also answered that question recently. Is what's kind of is quite good. I like that. Pete said, "Who does Freddy fight in Freddy vs Jason show?" Yeah, Mrs. Trunchbull from Matilda who he fights. I've got a Viz annual over there. Spicy. Who doesn't like Nick Cage with a mallet? Yeah, exactly. That's when he was still good. Because the thing is, Nicolas Cage used to actually be great. And then I think when he started taking roles to pay off his tax debt or whatever, he was just in so much shit, like constant shit. And like he weren't trying. I liked him in Mandy. He was good in Mandy. The film Pig, I would say don't fucking watch that, whatever you do. It's a massive letdown. It was a nice to see tonight, an ex-friend. Finally watched behind there he is. Thanks, Dad. Johnson, oh shit, meant to say opening scene from The Good, Bad, The Ugly is the same opening in Inglourious Basterds. Is it? I've never noticed that. I'll have to look into that. Kickboxer free. What's tonight? Nice. Spacey said, cool. Was that Acid Head Arnie? Hang on. Cool. What was Acid Head Arnie in? I don't know. Drops a Zorg and Fifth Element. David, how you doing, mate? He said, love the display, but how does it fare in regards to the Korean police state? That is the UK, lol. I was like the other Viz. Was others like this? All right, fair enough. Yeah, I'm not sure, Spacey. I'm not sure. Yeah, Total Recall was good. I like most of the Arnold Schwarzenegger films. They're good. Any sort of mid-90s Arnie films, well, they're all good anyway. But the pre like, peak Arnold Schwarzenegger films, Commando, Predator, Raw Deal, Terminator, and all that, fucking great films. Scarecrow said, "Lassie with the free tits had me like a dog with two dicks." When I was young. David said, "Are they deactivated, brass?" No, that's actually not a knuckle duster. That's you can't put your fingers in it. That's a piece of plastic that is the shape of a knuckle duster. It's actually a Christmas ornament. Can't put your fingers in it. I have had visits from the police, though, about 5 or 6 times. But I don't have anything. All the guns are DX, air guns, airsoft, stuff like that. Nothing that needs licenses. And everything else is everything else legal. Now, you're all good, Scott. I find it funny. He said, sorry for the crassness. It's Glaswegian nature. That's all good, mate. Don't worry about that. Andy said, Dave, news is false. We can say out here. Yeah, nah, that's not a knuckle duster, though. Everything I have is totally legal. Doc said, name the movie. A race was underway. I had to witness the start, but now what? What comes next? Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, I reckon that is. Yeah, I reckon that's Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas dropped. And apparently they are reinvestigating Hunter S. Thompson's death now. Nice. Glad I got that. John, how you doing, mate? He said, been a while. Yeah, I'm not too bad, mate. I'm not too bad. Here's Johnny. It would be The Shining. I do have a tattoo of that. Nice. Nice. Yeah, Fear and Loathing's a great film. There's a book originally, isn't it? Never read the book. Yeah, how you doing, John? You all right, mate? I won't be on for much more than 10 more minutes, but I'm going to do a surprise live stream tomorrow night. There's not so much of a surprise. And then maybe and then a private chat afterwards. What was UK Uproar first, then World War III, hopefully when most of the humanity isn't around anymore. And it'll be machines. Machines fighting each other. I don't want to be part of that shit. Unless I am a machine. Unless I'm a sentient machine that has my actual brain in it, not a copy of my brain. Because here's a question for you. Here's the dilemma, okay? Let's say you could have your brain copied and then put into a machine, and then you could essentially live forever, right? But the most important part of that is copied. Because if you think about it, if your consciousness and everything that you are, that's copied, put into a machine, right? All that is a machine that thinks it's you. You still die. So fuck that. No, I'm not letting some computer have a copy of my brain, think it's me. Because I want to live. I would still die. But that thing with my consciousness, which is a copy, would still think exactly the same as me, but it's not me. I still die. So no, fuck that. The only way I'd do it is it would have to be, you'd essentially have to take my brain out how it is and put it in a machine, not copy it. You know what I mean? It can't happen. That was the last me asked if an AI machine got a copy of your brain with fist in a week. Yes. Andy's law. This country, we say that what we want, but people get locked up for what they think. Skater said you could put my brain on a floppy disk. Yes, like Tears in the Rain. That is don't say it, don't know what to say it, I'm not even gonna look at the name. I can't remember what it's called. Harrison Ford, Rutger Hauer, Blade Runner. That's it. I couldn't think what it was called. I knew what it was. Do you get that dilemma of what I'm talking about though? If you could live forever, but it had to be a copy of your brain, copy of consciousness, would you do it? Because in my opinion, I wouldn't, because I still die, and a copy gets to carry on as me, thinking it's me, but it's not me. I still die. That's not good enough. I want to live forever, not a fucking copy of me. You know what I mean? I seem to be the only one who has that opinion. If it's not you, it's not you. A copy. Well, your first self would die. That's the thing. So you essentially wouldn't know, because when anyone dies, they don't know. But you wouldn't get to carry on living. You know, it's just another copy of you that thinks it's you that gets to live forever, and you still die. So I don't get to experience that afterlife. Something else does. Do you know what I mean? I suppose I might let it have it, but I would never be able to enjoy it because it's not you. You die, and then a copy of you gets to carry on. So I suppose maybe you could let it have it. So at least a copy of you would at least live on thinking it's... But it's not you, really. It's just a copy of you. Yeah. Copy of a copy of a copy, yeah. At night. Cheers all for the chat. I'm off to take some Nightel and Sanatogen. Take care, Doctor. Good night, mate. Yeah, I'm going to be off in a bit. Drop said, if I could be a baseball-sized object and hurtled into space, I'd be content. My copy's already corrupted. Yeah, mine is. Mine's already corrupted. But yeah, that's just something I always thought about. I would love to live, maybe not forever. Yes, a shadow. Yeah, but it's not you exactly. Yeah, it's not you. It's a copy of you. Yeah, and it thinks it's you. It would have all the same thoughts and feelings as you, but it's not you because you still die. Your original consciousness still dies, so you don't get any of the benefit of what that computer does. That thing that's in the computer. So I can't see the point in it, really. I'm not saying it's a realistic thing, but it's just something I've seen in Alien Earth and in the game Soma, and it gave me a bit of an existential crisis. And in Black Mirror. Matt, how you doing, mate? Penny said, what do any of us understand about energy? Maybe it is you. Well, yeah, I suppose. The only way you could do it, to me, that would be acceptable, is that they'd have to take your consciousness out of your body and put it into something else. That I could deal with. If they could take my consciousness out of my body, put it in a machine, yeah, because it's still me. A copy, that's not me. That's just something that thinks it's me. Yeah. Pete said, would the mind reject the new robot body? Maybe. Good night, everyone who's going off, by the way. I'll be still on for another couple of minutes. See you later, Doug. Take care, mate. See you tomorrow if you're on. Penny said, if we don't remember where we came from before this life, who says there is not a better way forward? Well, yeah, that's getting very deep. Because my opinion on it is there's nothing before you're born, but there's also nothing after you die. Now, I can understand people wanting there to be heaven and all that, and I don't know. But, there could be. I hope there is. I hope there's something. I hope our being or energy gets to experience something else. But I don't think it does. And it's not like sleeping either. People attribute death to like sleeping. It's not there. It's like you never existed. So everything you've ever done and everything you've ever experienced counts for nothing. Do you want to get really deep? I could put you in existential crisis any day. But yeah. Ghost in the Shadows working theory. Steve said, I believe there is something else. Drop said, I always thought an AI version of a person, they'd probably just off themselves immediately because that's a robot and it still has your thoughts. Human, though, they end, ergo existence meaningless. Yes, exactly. But yeah, I couldn't, if it's not me, if I don't get to experience it, then what's the point? Because everything that exists is me, right? For me, without my brain, nothing exists at all. Nothing. I only experience anything through me. So if I'm not there to experience it, then it doesn't exist anyway. You know what I mean? So yeah. But he said, no, stop, we're all about to sleep. Yeah. Fanny said, death isn't that way for us. No, fair enough. And I'm not, also, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I'm totally right. This is just my very basic thoughts on things. If people could explain it in a way you could change my mind. I'm not one of these people who is stuck in one way and that's the only thing I'll ever think. I could be convinced other ways, potentially. I've just never seen anything that's ever made me think any other way. You know what I mean? Listen, Mike, how many people are you comprised of that thought the same thing? I don't know, fellas. And he said, yeah, Skate, most popular cloning was a sheep. First was tadpole. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Drop said, just went into the house and the quick in the bed is on. Nice. But yeah, I don't want to put anyone in a deep, dark, depressive mood. It's all sort of like, none of it really matters. But I don't know, something to think of. But yeah, it's just something I've seen in a couple of things recently that if I had the option to copy my brain into something else, I might do it just so that a version of myself could live on. But I would not be happy about it, and it wouldn't do anything for me because I'd be dead. No, yeah. Penny said it's not about changing your mind. It's like, yeah, sorry, not changing my mind, but I can, I can take anything on if the right information is there. It's openness. If you can say you know anything, is to know nothing. That's it. So for all the people new, welcome to the channel. Went nice and weird for the end, didn't it? Right. Thank you for watching. I'm going to go to bed now. It's been a good evening. I quite enjoyed it. Don't forget to like the stream before you go, please. And I'll be on tomorrow night. Probably not the normal time. Probably a little bit later. Or if I start at the normal time, I'll go to a private stream a bit earlier than normal. All right? It's great, guys. So this is the asylum. I'm happy here. Yes, glad you like it, right? You fit in very well. All right. Thank you for watching, everyone. I do appreciate it. I'll see you all tomorrow night. All right? Good night. Sleep well. Don't have nightmares about being a robot that isn't fucking you. And it's stolen your consciousness. You're dead and nothing ever happens anymore. Okay? Watching. Love you, Penny. Love you, Drop. I love you, everyone else who's watching. I do appreciate it. I'll see you tomorrow night. All right? Goodbye. I'm going to slather my hands in actual proper deep heat. I reckon maybe put some rubber gloves on. Good night. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. I'm better stop this now. Good night, everyone.